Yeah. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a guy sleeping in my car, isn't there? Wait, why am I taking to Sandy Shores? That's stupid. Why would you take him to Sandy Shores? There's a perfectly good hospital in Los... There's like 4 hospitals in Los Angeles. 5 hospitals in Los Angeles. Oh, this is dumb. Oh, this is so long, man. Who wants to do this? Nah, this is fucked up. I can't be bothered. That's a fucked up mission. I had to take some guy from my nightclub to Sandy Shores. I'm not taking him to Sandy Shores. I'm playing GTA. Yeah. I will stop playing it when Rebecca comes on. Yeah. She's not on today because she's got her late shift, so I thought I'd come on GTA Online.
I am looking forward to the weekend, I tell you.
Don't worry, man. They're not gonna let the Euro fail.
Totally ditched this guy I just met.
Alright, bro. You had one recently like that, Cave. Yeah, it's fact. Who wants to have one like that? It's so annoying.
Throwing a party at your penthouse? Speak with guest services and the evidence from last night.
Who wants to go all the way to Sandy Fact Shores?
Right away.
Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get. Oh, nice, guys. Oh, salvaging FAC hard drives with FAC randoms. Oh, this is going to go really well. You are getting better, yeah. Alright, well this is going to go really interestingly. I mean, I've never done this with randoms. This one's the one heist I've never done with randoms. Or one heist setup. I'm just joining random people while I'm waiting, guys. Yeah. I don't know, guys. 10,000.
Get into the riot control van and make your way towards the location.
Oh, wow.
These bad actors are trying to wipe out our culture. They stole some vital hard drives from my company and they're torching them. You hear that? We've got to save Avon's company's stolen hard drives before these Russian actors or agents or ballerinas or whatever they are burn them to goo.
Alright, well, I don't like this, I actually really hate this facility, because it's in such an awkward position.
We got 2 teams here. One's putting out fires, the other's salvaging what's left of Avon's files. The RCV you're driving is designed for powering through picket lines and mounted with dual high-power water cannons for blowing away protesters. Alarming requirements for private security guards, but hey, useful for our purposes. Oh, come on. What? You don't like my dorm room politics?
Well, at least I'm not the one driving, so I can just sit here and wait. I'm hoping it won't take too long for him to get there, but the problem with this heist is Problem with most of the Doomsday heists is it takes a while to get to where you need to go.
Okay, you're coming up on the first burn site. Stop the fires, get the files. Hey, my drives are in that burning van. Use the water
This guy is not the best driver, I'm not gonna lie.
salvage team.
Alright, here we go. I actually have to start focusing now.
Files.
Oh boy.
Okay, the fire's out. Go in and save the files.
Back. Or ran over. That's right though. Like he's just standing there, by the way. He's not even like shooting the enemy. He's just standing there like staring at me. He's like, why you take it? I wanted it.
Me to cut your
Get
throat,
the hard drive.
asshole!
There we go. Oh, he's a level 91, that explains it.
You got it all? Okay. Now I need you in town. There's another burn site.
Well, first section down pretty well. All things considered.
Looks like they really want these files erased. This codename Bogdan is sending agents to try and stop you. You've got to stop them stopping you, alright? Some of those files have Clifford on them.
Oh my god, these people.
Take a look at that riot van. Private security vans like that will be everywhere in a couple of years. What are you talking about? Do you send your kids to a public school? Put them on public transport? I have no intention of procreating. When things get bad and the white-collar jobs dry up, you won't want them to play in public parks or shop in public malls either. You want your company street sweepers to take out your trash and your private police to protect your private interests in vans like that. I'm more of a universal income kind of guy myself. Well, that'll at least keep the
I
peasants.
mean, there's not really much to say here. I'm trying to think of something to say, but there's not really anything to say on this bit of the heist. I mean, it's just you basically sit there and wait until the driver gets you where you need to go. So, yeah. Nothing really to get excited for. But anyway, now we're on to the actual interesting part. So now it's actually going to start getting serious. So, well, to be fair, the next bit's are serious, but this bit's alright as well. Is he going to just drive on in, or is he going to make us wait? No, he's driving in. Alright, like it. I like the confidence. Oh, he's not going to... Is he going to go down the tunnel, or... No, he's not going to go down the tunnel. Fine, I'm going to get out.
The fire's out. The looting begins. Extinguished. Go for it.
Alright, let's get down the tunnel. Yeah, good work. All right, that went pretty well actually. They had the confidence. They drove in quite aggressively. Yeah, went pretty well actually, all things considered. So we switched back to the carbine rifle, service rifle, just because I really like it. Oh, man, these pistols, man. The thing about this heist is the pistols are so strong. Bloody hell. Where's the other guy at? Wait, where's the other guy at? The one who's also salvaging with me. Where's the vehicle at too? Oh wait. Wait. Where did that guy come from? Oh, here he is. What's he been doing? What have they all been doing? They've just been chilling. I've been shooting all these people and I've been watching. Where have they been? Alright, thank my lord. The vehicle's just despawned. That's really worrying. Alright, all things considered, it could be worse. I feel like I'm probably going to be doing a lot of this on my own. Just for the fact that they didn't do anything like half that I was on my own, so I feel like, yeah, I feel like this is going to go not so great. We'll see. That is true, Avon. That's why you're a dick. Hey, Blazer Gamer, what's up? Amazing turning. Amazing turning on that for that guy. Yeah, that's great. Love that. To be fair, he probably got rammed, but still. Oh my god, this guy, this AI can't. Whoa, he's getting aggressive. There you go, got the driver. Fuck AI is fuck aggressive. Don't worry, Lester. We'll get there like in 10 years. Oh, they're just going straight in apparently.
I mean, they're really trying to wipe you out. How many agents are there? Save my files.
The Bogdan. Second one.
Looks out. Get in there.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I don't even know where they are. I don't even know where they've gone. Oh, they're over there. You haven't touched GTA 5 since the last nightclub update. How's the game? Ah, it's alright. Just same old, same old. Never changes. I feel like the guy in the back isn't even using the SMG to like help. He's just sitting there doing nothing. And I'm the one. I'm getting out and grabbing stuff and shooting. And he's sitting in the thing, and he's not even shooting. He's just sitting there. The very least he could do is use the SMG to kill people, but he's just chilling. I don't hear any SMG shots. Is he too poor to afford the gun ammo? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, right? I know that some players end up getting so out of money, Gaz, that they need, you know, they have no money for missions to get ammo, and then they get screwed. Oh no, here's SMG now. Here's SMG now. Alright, guys. Any new content for a winter update, possibly? I mean, any content for that will be announced, well, in the next month, I imagine. They haven't announced anything yet, so we don't know if they're going to be doing anything, like what they're going to be doing.
Get the hard drive.
Like, we know they'll be doing something, of course, but we don't know what. And the best speculation we have is going to have something to do with maybe Michael. And apparently there's something in the files that let players make beats, like sound beats, like music beats, which I think sounds pretty cool. That's about it. What happened to LCS? I got bored of it. Well, I didn't get bored, I just don't want to do too much of it and burn out, so... And I've been enjoying playing GTA Online again, so I want to play GTA Online.
Agents in the air, look out!
I forgot how much fun this mission is for 4 people.
This is Clifford code. Put them out as quick as you can.
Oh, I'm a bit worried. He's gonna just drive right on in, isn't he? Oh, fuck. We're gonna get absolutely slapped.
Save the files. Protect the RCD.
We're gonna get absolutely slapped. Wrong gun, mate.
The fire's out. The looting begins. Okay, see what's left of the files.
Now, to be fair, when you have this many people in the vehicle, it's actually not bad. I mean, also on normal mode, not hard mode, which does help. But...
Now see what's left of that smoldering wreckage.
Who's shooting me? Oh my god, who is shooting me right now? Bro, you get shot from nowhere. Oh my god, honestly, you just get hit from nowhere. Alright. Is there a guy up there still? Oh, there's still a guy up there.
The last fire's out. Save the Clifford code.
Hey! Shit! You want me
Pick
to
it up
stop
and get out of there.
Alright, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine.
Regroup!
You got it. That's everything. Now go. You better pay us extra for this, Mr. Hertz. All right, now just bring the files to the drop-off. Hey, I've been thinking, if your AI is so clever and he's gonna make all us
Alright.
redundant, how come
Good
he's
to go.
stuck in a hard drive? Give him time.
Someone should make a modded version of a bunch of apps for free app purchases, and people do that all the time. They take an app and then they'll modify it so it's got all the features for free. It's not legal though, so you can find these apps online and download them, but I mean,
Please.
yeah, not legal.
I miss not having a boss, choosing scores, not getting them forced on me. There was a reason I didn't go into government, or any regular employment for that matter.
Go away!
Alright, there we go, easy peasy. See, even with randoms, you can have a good time. You know, we always criticize randoms and say, oh, randoms are terrible, randoms are awful. Well, you know what? They are pretty bad, but sometimes you get lucky. Like yesterday, when we got really lucky and did a Doomsday scenario, the first bloody heist of the night, and we did the Doomsday scenario finale and the people were actually competent, and we only had one person die, and thankfully it was a normal, so we didn't have to restart.
Here they are. Your precious Clifford code is back, Mr. Hertz. That was almost a major disaster for all seriously intelligent life on this planet, my friends. Well averted.
Awesome. Good stuff. I love that mission. Feckin' horrible mission, but at the same time it's awesome. Also, got the platinum on that, so yeah, happy with that. 64,000, of course, very happy with that. Yeah, can't complain, it's a fun mission. What's rubble? It is, you know, like when you have rubble, when you have like a load of rocks that have been smashed or blown up and it leaves a load of rubble. Or it might be a name of a vehicle in the game, I don't know. Might be. I have no idea. Alright, that's that. Awesome, good work. Gaz, you there? Gaz said he's gonna come on so I can help him with his heist again, but he's not there, so I'm just gonna, you know, go into another one. Let's see what we get. No, I'm not doing that one. That's the one I will never do. Not with randoms. Nope, nope, nope. I'm not doing I'm not helping ULP. Fact that. Dare breaches. Oh wait, is this a finale or is this? Wait, is this a finale? Oh, it is. Yeah. All right. I wouldn't mind doing a Data Breaches finale. I quite like Data Breaches, to be fair. It's actually a fun one. Yeah, definitely typical Gaz. I mean, what do you expect with Gaz? I don't know whether this guy's gonna. Oh, he got kicked, I think, or left. I was gonna say, I don't think that guy was gonna load. Sometimes you have that. It's actually kind of crazy to me that this game's been out what now for 9 years, and yeah, it's still the same. It's still the same bugs. Oh, fine. I'll take. I'm happy with 15 myself. I didn't do any of the work, so I'm not expecting anything more. I wonder what this guy is gonna expect. Is he gonna? Oh, is he gonna ready up? Oh, he's actually gonna ready up. Yeah. I wonder if this is the first time this guy's done. I think it is the first time he's done one because I think it's explaining how it works, like how the heist works. Like it took him a little bit of time to start, or he was just waiting for someone to like leave. I'm happy with 15% for doing fuck all. Alright, so I've not done data breaches in a while. What was that fall of? Wait, something's over there. Something's like fallen over there. I swear, I saw something go up a hill and then come back down.
Happening now. So get over to the secret IAA base under the satellite communications complex.
Yeah, something's.
How I feel about saving this
A bunch of vehicles are up. Oh, okay,
so let's
fair
go
enough.
work. Damn right, I'm fucking paying.
Okay, can you get in? There we go.
You want cash and free pieces? Wire transfer to Bermuda? Okay. Cryptos? I get them all.
This one's a bit far, so I don't know whether we're gonna get the elite challenge on it. I'm not expecting to get the elite challenge with randoms anyway, but.
Well, whatever. We don't touch them anymore.
But you know me, I have that kind of. Me and Rebecca, we used to always get the elite challenge on this, so it's kind of. I don't want to not get it, but I know it's very unlikely we're gonna get it. I have to remember, I'm playing with randoms, many of which are low levels. I mean, we've got a level 100 and a 126. This is probably the first time they've ever done this.
If it was me running this, the attack would be concentrated on the servers on the lowest level. Get down there and try to stop
I remember when I was a level 100. Good times.
it. Working for the IAA. I've become one of those people.
Oh, what are you doing turning without indicating, you scumbag?
Just don't get paid for it.
I hope that's the one thing I want more than anything in GTA 6 is competent drivers that know how to turn. You know how to put on the turn signal. I hate not having turn signals. I just want to turn. I want to go straight in peace without having to worry about the guy turning. Oh, crash.
Outside already. Take him out and then go in.
There we go. Not the smoothest. If we hadn't crashed into that car, it would have been better, but whatever. Hey, Joe. Hey, guys. No worries.
I knew it was an attack. Data doesn't lie.
Alright.
He's a genius.
Whatever one you want, guys.
Facility on lockdown. We regret to inform you. The potluck is canceled. Return to your room.
Lower level. Come on, people.
Please remain in the safe zone. Facility under attack.
Alright. Not how me and Rebecca usually do it with the snacks being open all the time, but... The new snacks shortcut is pretty good, but it's not perfect.
Until rescue units arrive.
I switched to assault rifle here just because of the... Oh, that guy died anyway. Yeah, he went too far ahead. I hate when people do that, man. They push forward too far thinking that they're better than they are, and then they get killed. Annoys me. Know your limits.
Okay, you're taking the first
Well, we ain't getting elite challenge then.
Get through these guys. Come on.
We might have got it, maybe. Not anymore.
They're slaughtering relatively innocent IAA agents out there. Hey, now you're taking the left set of double doors on your right. Don't wait around. Shoot and move.
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you, Joe. How are you doing?
Now take out the hackers and protect those stacks.
I wish the shortcut for snacks didn't require you to take your thumb off the what do you mean the power's low, you bastard? I just charged you. I wish that you know, like when you're moving, you're trying to move left and right, and you've got to take your thumb off and then press up on the D-pad. I wish they had done another button for snacks.
Okay, there are more of these people on the way. You're gonna have to use the base's defenses to protect it. Go up a level to the war room.
Alright, please do not get killed, Mallet. Mallet! I swear to God. You die now, Mallet. I will not be pleased. We could have easily got the Elite Challenge if Malik hadn't died. Sad. You just went until midnight and so you can finally play Football Manager 23. Wait, is it coming out today?
A radio-controlled missile turret the whole family can enjoy.
Well, I guess tomorrow, but you know what I mean. This is just a really satisfying end to a mission. First red flag with Avon. Well, maybe not first, but one of the big first ones. Where's Avon at? I wonder. What's he up to? Maybe he's buying Bleater.
Everything's fine. I know these people. Oh, I'm supposed to be at a potluck.
Who were they? What the hell is going on?
These nice people saved us. Now, we don't know each other, by the way, me and them. If you think you know me,
Comes out
you
tonight.
don't. Who do
Okay,
you work
cool,
for?
cool,
Can I get this place on lockdown?
Hope you enjoy it
right
when it comes
now?
out.
Come on, you imbeciles.
I guess that's
No,
part of the fun
there
thing
is
about
no
having a.
potluck.
I do like
don't
midnight
give a
launches
shit
with
about your
games when
banana
you
cream
can finally
pudding.
play them. It's
Maybe
fun.
next time you'll listen to me.
What's this cretin doing here?
Saving your life once again, but for the covert operation I financed, you'd all be dead and the country would be in the hands of, well, who exactly? That's the problem. This place has more leaks than a thing you dry salad in. But who and why? Can I log on to Clifford here?
Sure.
It's Russians. We know it's Russians. This attack is one of their signature moves.
That's the whole point, Mrs. Rackman. It's meant to look like Russians. We think it's not Russians because that would be too easy. Now, Clifford says that there's a 99% probability it is some Russians.
Not Iran?
Iran, no. Clifford says it's this man. Codename Bogdan, surname unknown. Russian agitator, hitman,
Codename
and
Bogdan.
warmonger.
What a
I'm
legend.
not buying any of it.
Well, someone just tried to kill you, and the data footprint tracks back to him. Look at the graphics.
Okay.
Can we get some people
Look
on
at the
this right away?
graphics.
Where's that buffoon?
Which buffoon?
The one who caused the assault by the museum. Can I get some support here?
Let's get out of here. Thank you. Bye, both of you. Congressional medal. Big party at the Capitol. It's been an honor to serve.
Oh, go fuck yourself. I love that bit.
No, not you.
Miss Rackman is cold, bro.
Clowns. Public sector clowns. The crowd, hell, the cleaners could solve this problem. With Clifford, there is no problem now. Thank you very much. I'll be in touch. Thank this, work this. Where's my assistant? I'm supposed to be giving a speech somewhere.
Alright, done. Yeah, see, 100%. It's a shame. It's such a shame when people push forward a bit too much. I get, lower levels, excitement and all that, overestimating their abilities, but we could have got it, I know it's only an extra 50 grand, but 50 grand is 50 grand, It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I need that money. I'm so poor in this game. I've only got 1.15 billion. I mean, soon I'll be as poor as Gaz, and we don't want that, do we? Now, to be fair, I would have to spend so much money. Think about how many... I would have to spend... Jesus, that's a lot thinking about it. One sec, give me a sec here. Alright, so if I... Oh, that's actually a bit mad, you know? You know what's really mad? Alright. You know how much I would need to spend per day for a year to run out of money on this account and the character and all that? I would need to spend 3.15 million a day for a year without making any extra money to run out of money. So I could literally just, I could spend like a madman. I could buy just endless shit every day, and yet I wouldn't run out of money for a year. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that because I don't want to run out of money, but then, you know, in theory, I could make at least half of it back by selling back vehicles and stuff when I got bored of them. So it's not like you're completely losing all the value, but yeah, it's quite insane actually how much money I've got. And likewise, if Gaz wanted to catch up to me, he would have to make 3 million. I mean, it just goes to show how easy it is now to make money in this game. You could do, if you do 2 Kaya Precos a day, you could easily get to $1 billion now from doing 2 Kayas a day in a year. It's nothing. Elon Musk can spend 70 million a day for a year then. Honestly, Elon Musk is is ridiculously wealthy. He has so much money that even if you earn from the birth of humans, like modern day humans, even if you earn like £1 a day every single day since the birth of modern humanity, you'd still be less rich than Elon Musk. That's how fucked up he is. Gaz, I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. What, $1 billion? Yes, guys, there's multiple billionaires out there. Difference thing is, if you're in real life and you're making money, you make it on stock markets. And a lot of times you don't actually have the value of, you know, you're not technically that rich, you're just worth that much. Although Elon Musk is worth significantly less after buying Twitter. I hope that thing takes him down. I hope that site dying takes him down. I think he's spending, like, per day, like... Actually, no, thinking about it, I think he... You know what's funny? Twitter costs, thinking about it now, about $1 billion a year to maintain. So that's £3 million a day. $3 million or so a day that he's spending maintaining Twitter. That's funny and that's hilarious. Yeah, Pablo had a lot of cash. Although there are billionaires from the old days who are way, way, way richer. From like, you know, years and years and years and, you know, 100+ years ago. Some of the people back then were so rich. Like, insanely rich. And I guess you could also include, like, unofficial rich people. Like, for example, Vladimir Putin. That man has ridiculous amounts of money. But of course, he's not officially rich because he's not... He doesn't like go around sharing how rich he is. But that man is taking everything from Russia. That country is in a state. That country's sending shitty little trucks to the front line against a much smaller nation because they can't win a basic war. I mean, that country's resources have been completely harvested by that man. Maybe if he wasn't taking so much of the money from Russia, they could actually win a war. Not that I'm complaining, you know, I'm glad that he's a corrupt motherfucker. If he hadn't taken so much money from his own country, then they might not have, they might have done better in the war. Oh yeah, like, I think the thing is about, like, I mean, the Soviet Union was one thing, obviously different decades, Soviet Union's in different decades, with obviously different strength, but like, comparing Russia to the Soviet Union, like, a lot of people still think Russia's like the Soviet Union. It really isn't. I mean, I guess now a lot of people realize it's not, but it really wasn't. It hasn't been like the Soviet Union in bloody, well, decades. I mean... That's always why I find it funny when they would do, like, Russia versus America in, like, games. I always found that really funny because I was like, why are you comparing a country with an economy when I was back when I used to look at this with an economy of like 16 trillion versus a country with an economy that's like half the size of the UK. Like, of course, they're not going to be able to compete. I don't know why anyone thought that they were able to compete with them. But I mean, I expected them to do better against Ukraine. You know, like I did expect them to be able to beat Ukraine fairly quickly. I didn't realize they're not even that level. Like I definitely knew they weren't superpower level. I thought, okay, you know, they could still do a decent amount in a fight. No, they can't even do that. They can't even fucking do that. I mean, I don't think they could win against pretty much anyone other than a country without a military, really. I mean, I know that Ukraine's had a lot of help from the West, but still. Why am I trying to land this without pulling the thing out? There we go. But still. I mean, it's multiple things. It's the fact that, yeah, their planning is shit. They've got nowhere near the same level of, like, competency and experience that the Americans have had. In fact, like in America, obviously Americans have had years and years and years of, of practice and just, they've got a good hierarchy where you only, you get promoted from being knowledgeable and experienced, whereas in Russia it's whoever sucks up to him the most kind of thing. And people who are, they're corrupt. They all skim. That's the funny thing. They all skim, and off the budget. So they get a budget. The top person takes a bit. Then what's left gets taken a little bit taken by the next person, and everyone skims from the top down. So that by the time the money gets to the place, it's significantly less. And then they don't do a proper job of it either. So their equipment is shit and out of date, and it doesn't get looked after properly. The budget isn't there. Like they don't. It's just so bad. I mean, that's one thing I suppose is good about Western countries, like Western countries. I guess you could argue Russia's a Western country, but the beautiful thing about Western countries is that we typically, typically it's not very easy for there to be a lot of corruption in like military. But yeah, in countries like Russia, the military is just so fucking corrupt.
Gotta keep this quiet, people.
I died. For some reason, it took way too long. I guess. Yeah, you can come over here, guys. So yeah, it's a whole magnitude of things, and then yeah, their equipment's really out of date. And they have some good stuff, but like it's in very small quantities because again the budgeting issue.
Oh my God.
Grab the codes and get inside.
Yeah, so it's just not very good. I mean, I guess the thing is, no country can really fight like the United States can. And I don't know, it's just... I think it's the same thing with China in that sense. Like, although China's a little bit more organized than Russia is, they don't reward incompetency. I don't think that, oh, I forgot to search them. I don't think we would have to really worry about China either, just because they don't have the same level of expertise and experience and practice that the United States military has. And I guess a lot of Western militaries have. I mean, they may not have the same level of expertise and experience, but Western militaries are at least very, usually very organized, and they're very, you have that strict hierarchy. And I wouldn't be surprised if China ends up struggling with that, because a lot of their recruits are probably not. Although I don't think China forces people. I don't know if they force people into conscription in China. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, like the thing about China is that they have way more people. So even if they did fuck up, China could just keep shoving more and more people into Ukraine. Like, they've got what 1.6 billion or 1.4 billion or whatever it is now people. And let's say if half of those are men, or just roughly half of those are men, you just shove them into it. You know, you just keep shoving them into the meat grinder. Eventually, you'll get results. Russia used to be able to do that back during the Soviet Union days, but they don't have the manpower anymore. Russia's had a declining population for years, and then not just that, but they've also lost all their countries on their border. You know, they lost the Warsaw Pact countries. They lost the other countries that were directly part of the Soviet Union as well. So they're a lot smaller than they used to be. So they don't have the manpower just to keep shoving more and more people into the meat grinder like they used to. Which is really what is the problem. They don't have any sort of. They don't really have any sort of skill in actually fighting. They don't have this, you know, like other countries. You have countries like Finland, which beat Russia back during the winter. What's it? I can't remember what it's called. The Winter War or something. The war, you know, the war between Finland and Russia, or the Soviet Union at the time. And they beat them with. Well, they didn't really beat them, but they managed to hold them off long enough that Russia basically said fuck it, which, you know, is pretty impressive when you consider the size of Russia. And the Soviet Union at the time, especially. But the thing is that, you know, that was when Russia actually had people to throw at them. Now they don't have people to throw. And all the men are trying to flee the country. It is a depressing country. I would hate to be Russian.
Sounds like they know you're there. Get those servers hacked as quickly as you can. I'm paying for results, people. Deliver. I need 3 more servers.
For the Russians that don't want war, I feel really bad for them. But for the Russians that do want war and do enjoy the idea of beating them, some of them are just really been led in by the propaganda. But some of them genuinely enjoy the idea of, like, forcing a country back into what they think is their country. You know, they think, oh, well, Ukraine is ours. And to those Russians, I say, have fun getting fucked up. I mean, the thing is, you don't need to fight anymore. You don't need to fight wars. You know, I get it. You know, like, I get that Ukraine, especially Crimea, was a very important strategic point for Russia, especially for their navy. I get it. So okay, they took Crimea, fair enough. I mean, it was still shit, and I still consider Crimea a part of Ukraine. But whatever. You know, they took Crimea, and Crimea. No one really did anything. All right, whatever. That's where they should have stopped. They could have got away with that. People were starting to forget about it. Obviously not Ukrainians, but, you know, around the world, most people didn't really care. If you said to them, what do you think about Russia owning Crimea? They would go, oh, what? And so Russia could have got away with it. And if they just went away with that, that would have been it. Done, dusted. Ukraine would never have invaded Russia. Because, again, why would you invade a nuclear-powered country, plus one which at the time everyone thought was way, way stronger than you? So why would you... Like, why would you ever invade them? So no one would have ever invaded. Like, Crimea would have stayed under Russia and that would have been that. But instead, you know, he couldn't have got... He couldn't be happy with that. He was like, nah, I want more. That's the dumbest decision I've ever seen. Bro 100% plays some sort of like PC game where you conquer countries and he thinks it's as easy as that. Like he plays Europa or something, thinks, oh, you know, I'm just going to invade another country. Like, you know, because in Europa, Russia can be very powerful. It's a very powerful country, very big area, lots of, well, somewhat decent resources. It's quite a powerful country when you get it up to size. Lots of people. And the way that Putin's treating it, he's treating it like it's a video game. Like, my guy is like, yeah, we could just invade Ukraine and win. And come up with this shitty story as to why we're doing it. Oh my god. Fuck, man. So strong. So yeah, he played himself on that one. Yeah. I guess that's the only issue, is what happens if he did do something stupid? Guys, did you press X or did you press R2? Oh, it's fine. Good. I was gonna say it looked like we were loading back in where we spawned. That's fine. Yeah, but I hope he doesn't do anything too stupid. I hope he just needs to accept that he hasn't won. The best thing he can do now is really the best thing he could do is admit defeat and just say it was a miscalculation, or you know what? Just say, hey, the special operation is over. We killed the Nazis that we claimed were in there, but clearly weren't. Operation's over, and call it a day. And hopefully get into negotiation. You know, give up something to Ukraine, something small. Hope that Ukraine just accepts it. You move on. My guy is too weak to do that, and he won't. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna just end up with so much more bloodshed. For what such a pointless thing. Bro still thinks it's like the 1800s where you can just go around invading people for the fucking sake of it. You can't, you know, it's not like that anymore. The thing is, and this is the funny thing, if Russia was just more kind and nice to its neighbors wouldn't feel the need to join NATO and to go to the, you know, to the West. Like, that's the funny thing. If Russia wasn't so shit and thought that, you know, and treated their neighbors like their subjects, it wouldn't be a problem. You know, none of these countries would be like, oh, you know, I feel like joining NATO. They'd be like, ah, fine, let's be friendly. But he treats them like, you know, Russia treats their countries around them like they're literally nothing. And then they wonder why, oh, why does no one want to join us? Why does no one want to be friends with us? I wonder. I got men on horseback. Bro got that. He does though, doesn't he? Have you? There's a video I saw where literally it's just a bunch of like the shittiest looking trucks. They're not even like good Western like vans and trucks. You know, these are like the shitty Russian trucks that look like they're from 50 years ago, and they're all like being lined up, ready to go to the front line. They're not armored. They've got no armor. They haven't got like treads or like thicker tires. They're literally normal civilian-looking trucks, and they're about to go to the front line. Like, imagine sending your troops to the front line, civilian trucks. Because they're running out of weapons. They're running out of vehicles that they can use. And all the men that are dying, because if you think about it, if you have men that die, and they're like engineers and stuff, because obviously in the West we would value people like the engineers. You don't send the engineers and the people that know what they're doing to to maintain stuff into the battlefield, because they're gonna get killed. You don't send them to the front line anyway. But for some reason in Russia they think, oh, let's just send anyone in. So they send in people who are mechanics, people that have, you know, some level of training to look after these vehicles, and they send them in to basically get destroyed. And then they die, and because they die, they don't have anyone to maintain the vehicles. So the vehicles end up getting to the point where they can't be maintained, and then it gets even worse. Like, yeah, imagine what imagine driving those things. Like, it wouldn't take much to destroy it. A 50 cal anti-vehicle rifle would do it. All you gotta do is shoot the engine, the thing blows up. That's it, you're dead. I just think, what a waste of people. Like, it's such a waste of people. These are people, you know, on both sides. I mean, obviously, I emphasize with the Ukrainians more because they didn't start the war. But even on the Russian side, you got Russian soldiers, people. These are kids that, you know, had hopes and dreams. They have hopes and dreams, and they're dead before they even get a chance to live those hopes and dreams. they're never gonna get that chance to do anything. It's like what a waste of human life. And it's gonna leave Russia with massive issues because without all those men, you're gonna have reproduction. I mean, I guess it won't be as bad, but you know, typically people want to have partners. So you'll have population issues, even further population issues in the future. But also, you're losing all that talent. All that talent in the home market, you're going to have a shortage of engineers. I mean, imagine the IT sector. If you're sending in people who are specialties or IT, they're going to get killed very quickly, and then that's it. You've lost your IT professionals. In the modern world, that's very bad. If you lose your IT professionals, you're losing a big part of your economy. Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt he hasn't played chess, or if he has, he's been let win. Anything he plays, he gets let to win, I imagine. No one wants to beat him because they probably end up dead. And whenever anyone does anything against them, they end up being pushed out of a window. And they don't even try to make it like look like random anymore, or they just do it, and everyone knows at this point. Oh yeah, if you get pushed out a window, you've been killed by Pure. He doesn't even try to hide it. Bro's literally a villain, a super villain, but he's not even he's not a good super villain. He's just a super villain. Such a waste. Such a waste for everyone. I mean, it's good for the West in a sense, because the West has had opportunities to, a lot of opportunities to practice with their new weapons now. Like a lot of the weapons that we have in the West, in the Western militaries, like we never really get to use them against like the full force of what we used to think was the Russian might. But now we've actually got to use them, and it's shown how strong they are. Even old ones, even weapons from the 90s are way above what the Russians have. But I just wish it never happened. I wish that he had never invaded. What a waste.
You think we'd have to do all this if the data was shared on the chain? I feel like we would always be doing this, yeah. When Clifford crunches these numbers, then I'll show them. Then they'll know I was right. I don't completely understand what it is, but I feel like I kind of know what it does. Blockchain.
Guys, you need to put it into stealth mode, by the way. Right on the D-pad, there you go. What a fucked up world we live in, though. You got Putin going around invading, and you got bloody Elon Musk taking over Twitter. I mean, what in the world? What kind of world are we living in? And now he's banning people who parody him, people who call themselves Elon Musk. He's banning them. What a world we live in. I want to go back to the old days before this shit was crazy. Nah, guys, you can leave it in stealth mode. I bet. In that one leak, nighttime was complete darkness. GTA 5 always has a moonlight. Yeah, I actually really hope that we get darker nights. It's one thing I do like. Red Dead was better in that regard. It wasn't perfect. Because Red Dead had a lot of, especially when you're in the forests at night, it was quite dark. But then, yeah, I don't know why they make it quite light. I get why, in a sense, for gameplay purposes, but I would prefer to have, I would prefer to get like a darker night. So I'm hoping they will, Hopefully they won't change that in GTA 6 when it comes out. But it could also be the lighting, because Red Dead is like that. When there's lighting nearby you, everything else appears darker, which I guess makes sense, just like in real life. If you have like a lit up house, you look out the window, it's dark. It could just be like the way they do the lighting is more advanced, so it. But I hope they make the world more darker and it's night, or at least have like a moon cycle so that different nights are different brightnesses. Because yeah, I want to have some stealth. I think it'd be great to fly around in like a stealth helicopter at night, like pure darkness. Sort of like Armor. If anyone here has played Armor, you'll know what I mean by dark. Or played DayZ when it was first came out. You go out in the nighttime and it was fucking dark. Like if the moon wasn't out, you were done. You wouldn't be able to see anything even about a foot in front of you. So bad. But I loved it because you could actually sneak around, and you would literally have to sneak around in the pitch black, following like the sides of buildings and stuff. So like tense. Following the side of a building and hoping someone hasn't got like night vision or something from the other side of the town looking at you. And yeah, throwing down lights was really nice because it meant you could see stuff, but then it also made you a massive target. Because you put the lights on, you'd put down like flares and stuff, and you'd be able to see for the room. You'd be able to see in your room or in the build. If you went in a building and you needed to look in the building, make sure you throw down a flare, see what's in there, but then people would see you. And they'd all converge on you. And that'd be it. You'd be so easy to be seen. And I guess that's the thing as well. I've always wondered that. I've always kind of looked at that, like, which is better? To have light in a dark forest or to not have light? Because having light means you can see threats, but also having a light means that threats can see you. So, it's like, what do you do? I guess having no light is the best, but I want to have that in GTA. I'd love that. Sneak up on people. Where am I going again? Oh yeah, my agency, that's the one. Yeah, guys. Why? Alright. No, I probably won't be on tomorrow. Yeah, you can. Major driving. As is tradition. Never changes, does it? Don't know, guys. It's just the hardest one. There we go.
Ugh, whatever. Christ in heaven.
I don't know why I like dressing up as Bigfoot so much, but I just do. Wait. Wait, this might... Wait, why can't I get in? What's this? What's this? I've been locked out. I'm not in your CEO though, I'm in a completely separate session. What the fuck? This is messed up. I've been locked out of my own property. Have I not paid the bills? I mean, I blame Franklin really, because look, how are you gonna put your name F. Clinton and partner? What do you mean my name is partner? That's so disrespectful. Imagine just being called partner, not even called your name. Just partner. We're not even our own people. We're just the partner. Not F. Clinton and protagonist. You know? Or F. Clinton and silent, creepy, Claude-like people. No. Just partner. Gaz is showing his mum his cars, and she's like, I need to go to bed, Gareth. And he's like, look at these cars. Look at the exhaust. Alright, I'll be back. And we're going to do random ones after I get back. I just thought I'd help Gaz, but I'll be doing random ones when I get back. Hopefully we get something. I might do some OG heists as well. We'll see what we get. Oh, I remember now. I remember now. Now I remember why I don't like this one. Yeah, I remember why I don't like this one.
Way too easy.
Oh, it's just a big straight line, though.
Yeah, that's it. That's why it was really bad. 'Cause
Oh,
it's so
no.
easy.
I wish I could show on the screen, like on my actual stream, when the control's vibrating. It'd be great so people knew when, like, they could sense what I'm sensing. Nice!
Yes!
Nice! Rebecca got the kill! Good work, Rebecca. Good work! I think that's the first time Rebecca's slasher now, in a while. Good luck.
I did it.
I heard you hitting him, so I started running towards you as well, but you got the killer, nice. Just have faith. Also, it probably doesn't help that I set the people here with like the brightest white tops. Oh my god, people putting lights on and stuff. Oh, I hate this map so much. I can't lie. What am I stuck on? Bro, what am I even stuck on? There we go. I do not like this map. Oh, I couldn't... Yeah. Honestly, this map, man. I'm not a fan. It's too dark. Nah, it's not Spain. Totally not. Totally not. I love when Spain's like, it's dark as fuck. I'm gonna turn off maps so that no one knows. I mean, this map's really confusing because it all looks the same, so... I mean, there are slight variations and differences in each section, but it's very difficult to know where you are, like, just by seeing it. So I think it'll be fine if we watch Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca. Damn, Rebecca just didn't notice. Oh. Did you almost not notice that person behind the bin? Yep. They should have hit you. I think they should have hit you. What's the time left? 22 seconds, 3 people to go. Who's alive? Dean and Neb are both alive, so this is going to be interesting. Dean and Neb are both competent people. Remember, that door can open, by the way. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Oh, now there's shotties. 3 versus 1, Rebecca. Good luck.
Yeah, this is not going to go in my favor.
You never know, though. There you go, good, good. Who was that?
That was Dean.
Oh. Oh. I don't want to say anything. Oh, who was that?
Neb.
Neb. Oh, okay, Neb and now it's just 1v1 and it's a random too. It's mad, isn't it? How like when something's really dark and you don't know the map, it makes it so much harder to like play well, doesn't it? Like when you're, you know, if this is a map you've done lots of times and you know that, and it's like kind of relatively lit up, you can do so much better. But when you're playing in a map like this where it's dark, it's unknown, your situational awareness is so bad that you won't notice things. That's one of the things I like about playing these like dark maps, is that they kind of make things interesting. They can be very disorientating too, so if you're not very good at like picking up where you are, then it can be very difficult to do these. Like Rebecca's gone around in the same circle for like 3 times in a row now. Yeah, the amount of times you turn the light on, you're looking at the ceiling. Yep. Yep. He's shooting his shotgun up. I wonder if he's trying to entice Rebecca over or if he's just confused. Because I would go towards the shotgun sounds, but that might be the trap, so I don't know. I can't say for sure.
Yeah, I had no idea where he was.
He was on the other. It was further down that way, down the map.
Oh, I lost.
Yeah, we both lost, but I think you'll stay on for another round.
Alright, okay.
From what I remember, anyway. Yeah, see, you still got the second round, so you still technically won. In theory, if you get to the point where they all have shotguns as Slasher, you could go and hide in a corner if you wanted to. You could go and hide and camp. Now, obviously, in the dark, it makes it very difficult because someone could come up to you and kill you. But in a light map, especially when you have third person turned on, you could, in theory, just sit in a corner and camp as Slasher and just keep taking everyone out. That's one of the reasons I don't like third person being on, because it makes like camping way too easy. Hey, Mr. Gods. Yeah, doing pretty well, thanks. How are you doing? Bum rush, bum rush.
Oh.
Oh, you got both of us. GG. I hit a wall. I think I hit a wall on my second hit, and that stopped me.
Oh, fuck. Spade got me.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah,
Spade.
The reason why you didn't kill me was because Neb's dead body acted as like a shield. Yeah, so you got like knocked out the way because his like dead body flopped in front of you.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's how I managed to kill you both.
That's great. That's funny. You're doing well, just trying to find someone to watch. That's fair, that's fair. I can't imagine too many people streaming GTA Online these days. It's all 5M, isn't it now? It's all roleplay. Oh, I couldn't get there in time, man. Oh yeah, I agree. GTA 5M roleplay should definitely be a different category. I 100% agree. I think that should have been done years ago, when it was becoming a bigger thing. It's so difficult to find, because if you're someone who wants to watch GTA Online or even single player now, it's so difficult to find people. Like, there are plenty of people streaming it, it's just not easy to search for. Because Twitch's search is awful. I don't know, I think it should be a separate category. It's big enough now that it should be a separate category. Like, I could understand if it was like maybe 5% of the total streams, but it's closer to 70 or 80 now, I swear. Probably even more, to be honest with you. Probably like 90 now. Oh, oh, oh! Oh! Yo, who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Oh, it was a random. It was a 69. Well. It's getting late. How long have we streamed for tonight? Only 2 hours and 19. Jeez, it feels longer than that. I guess because I started around 9, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to start streaming earlier, but because Rebecca wasn't on, I was like, you know what, I'll just wait until Rebecca's on. And I had to render a slasher number 2 anyway, so it's fine. Oh, there you
nice.
go. Dean got the win. Yep, there you go. No, that didn't take long at all. There we go. Well, we got the win, so the random lost.
Well, GG to the random.
The random finally got slasher just to lose. Damn. F to him. That was fun. $600. He got 0. I feel bad for that, but no, that was pretty good. Good work. Not bad at all. Seven kills from Spade though, pretty good. Rebecca got 10. Not bad at all. Alright, good luck. Remember, we got a bum rush. We got a bum rush him. Who's the guy? Okay, so it's random. We got a bum rush him, yeah? Oh, Spade's dead. Oh, well, he's dead. Who got him?
Nice.
Who got him? Who got him?
I think it was the other random.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Nah, most people are not used to first person, but that's the whole point. You got to play first person when you're in this. First person is much harder. You know, you have a much less of a view, and it makes it more intense. BS equals be safe. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh.
Oh, well, GG.
Alright, well, back. They're not very good at being slasher, are they?
No, not particularly.
Well, we were getting free wins, so I'm not going to complain. Oh, $400? Are you kidding me? My band didn't even last long enough to give us more than $400. Bro, I'm watching these, like, fucking 3 teenagers on my cameras. I'm watching them just standing outside my door, outside my fucking house, just talking.
Saturday night, you know?
Yeah, well, fuck off. You know, move on. I mean, no, they probably don't. I don't make my cameras very obvious. The key is you want to make sure that they're not aware that they're being watched. That way they can't prepare to avoid, you know, to hide from the cameras. If they don't know the cameras are there, they can't, you know, hide from the cameras. Alright, this guy's getting some kills in. Spade's dead.
Pretty near me.
Is he gonna bum rush him?
They're trying to.
What's that, Gaz? Nice. Oh, you see,
Oh,
yeah, you see, now we're
nice.
screwed. Now we're screwed. Now we're
yeah, we are.
fucked. Now we're fucked.
Do you not recognise like who they are?
No. Teenagers don't live on the street, so. Alright, cool, Flex. Yeah, good luck. I mean, your scene will probably destroy us, to be honest with you. Like I said, your scene's not someone... Like, your scene's good. Like, he's not a random. Oh, no. Yeah, crap, we're fucked. Oh my god, we're fucked. You just have to bum rush. Hope you get him. Yeah, bum rush! Bum rush! Bum rush! Oh, done. Good luck, yeah, GG's. We're fucked, man. It's over. We've lost. We've lost now. Once you get a good slasher, it's over.
Yeah, you're done for at that point.
Once you get a good slasher, yeah, you're fucked. No one's safe. No one's safe right now. With you seen as a slasher, we're all dead. Like, that's just the fact of life now. We've lost. Oh, we're fucked. His feet got killed again. Rebecca scared the shit out of me. My head was fucked.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Hey, Neb. Salutations, Neb. We're fucked, man. There's no way we're gonna win. Everyone's split up. We need to, like, group up together. Like, the bum rush. It's the only way we're gonna win, you know? Fuck, man. There's nothing. No way. There's not. We just hadn't got enough people at that point. Everyone died early on. Spade died so quick. Well, these guys are hiding together at least. Oh, he got him! He got him!
Oh, no way, man.
No way! This guy hid, you know. Yeah, of course, we're not going to play like that. When we're on opposite teams, we're not going to help each other win. Unless if the person's being really scummy and like talking shit in chat and all that, you know, talking shit on the mics and that. Of course, then, but like, otherwise, we'll play the fair. He's there, son. My man's right there. Batter him! Batter him! Got him! Oh, you seen help? Yeah, you seen got and I helped. Yes. Nice. Yeah. Oh, we didn't get the win, sadly. Uh oh. I was hoping we'd get the win. No, we didn't get the win on the game. I was hoping that would be it. Cause is it first to 7 then? I guess I thought it'd be first to 4. Oh, I guess because I put first to I put 7. Yeah. You got so shook. Oh, it's bad, isn't it? The spawns are really bad for some people. Like, some people get really screwed. Spade! And like a Spade eating an ice cream sandwich in the middle of the game. Spade, bro, I can't lie.
Sounds like Spade yesterday. He was being very helpful.
I know. You see, might get the win on this one, you know. Everyone's dead. Ah, that's slow, man. Too slow. Too slow. Oh. Go on, Bellboy. Go on. Oh, he got him. Oh. No way. No.
Oh, unlucky.
No.
That was so close.
That was close. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Close, man, but no cigars. Alright, good luck.
I spawned right next to you, Steve.
Did you?
Literally right next to him.
We need to work on our bum rushing skills, man.
I know, we're not very good at it, are we?
No. Literally, everyone's getting picked off.
We need to, like, stay in a group.
We do.
Can't kill us all at the same time.
No, you can't. Might get it. Yes, got it. Oh,
nice.
I was waiting for you to see the target someone else. Oh boy. Oh.
Nice one. GG.
Thank you. I was waiting for you to attack someone else, you see, so I could get you without you like realizing. I knew if it was a 1v1 I'd be dead. So I had to wait until you were busy. And when you were busy it was good.
Yeah, I just spawned and then I heard the heartbeat immediately and then I was just dead.
Trying to tempt me up. Bro, these people are aggressive, yeah? These people are aggressive. Hey, Spade. Can't lie, some of these people are moving mad, you know?
Time's running out.
That's fine, I don't need all the time. Alright, I think I got all the people from that side of the map anyway. If I remember how I used to do this back in the day, get all the people on one side of the map first. Then get rid of the people on the other side.
The guy gives him fucking shining a light.
Alright, we're moving down here. 55. Time is running low, but that's okay. I don't know what he was doing. I could hear you running, Rebecca.
Well, I know, but I had to go then or I couldn't
Yeah,
go
nah,
at
to be
all.
fair, you had to. I'm actually not sure where he was. Hmm. I actually
went right past them too.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
No way, it's bad. I'm not as good at this as I used to be. Okay. Could go either way. It could go either way. Nah, I don't lose. Now it's a 1v1 pretty much. Whew, good attempt though. Good attempt. That got my nerves going a little bit. Can't lie.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Legit though, I was a bit nervous. I couldn't believe I missed someone, but then again I wasn't checking as much as I used to when I was back in the day. Whew. GG's, yeah, GG's. That was close though. You see, got 25-3 though. Look at that.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's how I used to get my KD ratio so high. Literally would do these and get like a good 40-50 kills before the end with like 1 death max. Remember that? Like back in the day,
Yeah.
I would legit have like 40-50 kills with like 0 to 1 deaths depending. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, Slash is great. Slash is great.
dressing up.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun, won't it? Yeah, so next Saturday or next Sunday, one of the 2 days, we'll be doing a Halloween car and outfit show. If anyone hasn't been informed yet, so if you want to dress up and have like an outfit and pick a car to show off, it might go on Instagram. I'll credit you in the Instagram post. Yeah, I near made one too. I've been lazy on it. Oh, close though. Good attempt. I mean, this is good actually because it means I can do some stuff in the background. Did I not make an Instagram? I didn't make an Instagram. Well, I'll have to do that later. But yeah, if anyone...
Yes.
I'll take some pictures and stuff and put it on Instagram so you can see all your, you know, your outfits and your cars and stuff, so... Looks good. GG's to Rebecca, though.
I can't wait to die.
Alright. Oh, come on, come on, come on! Oh,
That's not fair, man.
it's just gotta get good, yeah? I didn't know where you went. I thought you saw me. When I went down there, I thought you saw me and I thought I was gonna
heard
die.
you.
And then you went into the shower block and I just chased you in there. I had no idea if you were in the shower block or where, but I ran in. Oh, GG's.
It is.
This one's hard, you know, because like how many people and like how big the map is. I very rarely get this one done before everyone gets the shotguns. That's the mad thing, because there's such a large area to search. So like, I probably will die. Oh yeah, no one spawned. I guess no one was down here because we didn't have enough people. We didn't have the 8th player. Or they're hiding. You excited for the definitive edition in the next few weeks? Yeah, I'm excited too. It's gonna be awesome. I've been pretty good, thank you. How have you been? Oh fuck, I'm dead. Maybe not, maybe not. You hit the wall.
Okay then, I guess.
You hit the wall.
In any other, but then last time, right? I rolled away from you, but you managed to auto aim your hit onto me.
Yeah, I spammed.
It's so stupid, like the way that the hitting works.
Oh, Rebecca's angry. Rebecca's angry.
No, I'm not. I'm not angry. It's just like annoying.
Rebecca's
that
angry.
It's so inconsistent.
Rebecca's angry. I should say that. I'll make her more angry.
Shut up. Fucking angry. I'm gonna actually kill you.
I was gonna make him waggy.
My god. You're a pain in the arse.
I know how to annoy you.
Yes, you do.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I'm dead. Good work. Oh, you see... You know what? I was gonna say, I thought I had a feeling it was Yassine. I had a feeling, and I had a feeling. As soon as I got here, I was like, that's something Yassine would do, isn't it? The way he was standing there, like, I wasn't expecting him to be standing there like that. And then I think this is the second hardest one, because of how large the map is.
It's weird, because it's like so large, but then like it's kind of like tight.
Yeah. The problem is, it takes so long to search everywhere that it's likely you're going to get to shotguns before everyone's dead. Like, everyone's going to get shotguns before you've killed them all. Bro. Oh, I fucked up. He got me. He went back. He went back. Oh. He went back, man. Oh, I think this might be an L for us, lads. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I don't consider Bunker to be part of... I completely forgot about Bunker and the other ones. But yeah, Bunker's pretty tough too, to be fair. I was mostly just talking about the originals. The ones, the pure ones, as I call them.
The pure ones.
Well, yeah, the ones that aren't in the bastard bunker and the bastard casino and the bastard what's the other one? You know, the facility. Those ones I hate. The pure ones. The definitely on the pure ones, number 4 or 5, whichever one's the pure dark one is the hardest. But yeah, if you include the bunker ones, you know, the disgusting ones. Which we'll probably end up having to do if we, we'll probably end up having to do them at some point. So, yay!
Yay!
I won't spectate Yassine once it goes, because it won't be fair if someone did catch a look at him, because he'll be 2 of A1. So, I don't even know where Neb is. You know. Oh, Neb's at the. Oh, I didn't even. Neb's got a good spot. You know. Alright, we're gonna see an interesting battle here.
Oh,
2v1. Oh, Neb got the kill. Oh, yeah. Neb got the kill. GG's to Neb.
Rest in peace.
I feel like time on this map should be a little bit higher, personally. It's the problem with Rockstar, they do everything as like a one-size-fit-all. They don't do like different times for different games, the different maps. And different rules for different maps. Which is very sad, because I feel this map would be... Oh, I feel this map would be better if it had a little bit more time. Oh, fuck me. Turn around, run! Get in the bloody thing, run! Run, he's coming. It'd be cool if you could turn off like radar for everyone and turn on like manual aim for everyone and stuff like that. That's the thing I had an issue with when this game came out, is I always felt like it wasn't fair that you could like, I don't know, I just feel like some modes don't fit. Like some maps don't fit with certain modes, and they need different balancing rules for different maps for the size of the map or how small it is and stuff like that. Like this
He's
map...
literally just like AFK hiding behind a...
Oh, Spade. Never change. Alright, I'm back. I had a lovely, lovely Viennese whirl. It was a very lovely, lovely biscuit type thing. I don't know what you would call it. So I had that, took my time. Really took my time, actually. Just relaxing.
Anything I can do for you, boss?
Because I need energy now. Because I'm going to be doing random heist now. Oh, try not to get too excited. Yeah. It's that time of day. It's a Monday. It's late. I'm like, ah, can't be fat, you know. But no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna crack on. Let's do a normal one. Alright, we're gonna go on call with a normal heist. Let's see what we get. We've done all the Doomsday heists now, random with randoms. Let's see if we can do. Oh, Fleecer, huh? No, thank you. I don't want to do Fleecer. Oh, for fuck's sake. What's with all these people doing Fleecer? I mean, I get it. Fleecer's on extra this week, but come on, man. Like, who wants to be doing Fleecer, yeah? If you're a low level, if you're a high level, if you're a low level, yeah, fair enough. Do Fleecer when it's on extra money, sure. If you're a higher level, you should really be doing Cayo Perico, not Fleecer at this point. Like, there is no excuse to be using Fleecer as a money grind at any point above level 100. Like, no, I don't want to do Fleecer. I don't want to do Fleecer, thank you. I mean, this could be their first try ever doing Fleecer. Like, maybe they just skipped the OG heist and they're going into it now because they've never done it before. But I don't want to do Fleecer, bro. Put me in something interesting. I wish there was a way to select which ones you want to do. Like, I would turn them all on except Fleecer. I don't care for Fleecer. Excellent. This is much better. And it's a good... Oh, I like this. It's a level 77, a 25, and a 28. So you know there's going to be chaos. Probably. Not guaranteed, but you probably know... you probably know there's going to be something going on. Someone's going to do something stupid. And that's the kind of heist I live for, is when you're playing it with randoms who are low levels. 25, you shouldn't really be doing heists at 25. Really? But, I mean, people do. Alright, so I'm a navigator, so I'm probably going to be doing fuck all. If someone gets in with me, it's okay. If one of the... I like that guy's hair, by the way. I like how he matched it with the glasses. That's really good. I actually quite like all these guys' outfits. I mean, I know that they're pre-selected, but still, I think they don't look like absolute idiots, which is unusual. If one of the people get in with me, it'd be okay, because I know where they all spawn. But if they go on their own, well, we'll just be sitting around. Oh no, he's gonna get with me, mate. We're in the wrong, bro. You're in the wrong car. Like, I'm a driver as well. Well, I'm a navigator even. Oh wait, no, it's fine. I'm a bloody Wait, I'm the one who takes the picture, right? Oh yes. I think no. Wait. No, I am. It's fine. Bro, you take pictures, yeah? Only players with 100 meter range can be heard. Alright, so I thought I was a driver, then I realized when we started that I'm actually a navigator, so it's okay. I don't know why he's coming with me, because he's also a navigator, so he should be doing it himself, but I guess, no. I guess he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to drive, apparently. Or he doesn't know. What level is he? 25, alright, okay, I'll give him a break, you know, he's a level 25, he probably has no idea what's going on. Because to be fair, when you get put in teams, usually you're supposed to stick with that person. obviously not understanding in this. Really, what Rockstar should have done is set like 2 teams with a navigation and a driver in each one, and that way you know, stick with that person. Whereas it's not really like that. It's like it puts both navigators on this. You know, this doesn't really help. Right, at least he's taking pictures now. I'll let him do the pictures then. Now, this one should be somewhere around here. It will either be up here or it'll be on the road to the left. One of the two. Aha, here it is. Here it is. Found it. Alright, bro, you take a picture, yeah? Thank you, good work. Alright, he's doing work, you know, level 25. Don't ever say a level 25 can't do a heist like I did just about 10 minutes ago. Because you know what? Some of them can. I don't know how far ahead this guy will be. I think he'll be up here. I don't know how far he'll be though. I mean, I could just... Oh, no. Why would you leave? Oh, what a donut. Oh, what a donkey. Why would you leave? Oh, my God. What a fucking donut. Pabs the Mex? Bro, can I give this guy a thumbs down? No, I can't. See, that's one thing I wish that they would do in GTA is you could give people thumbs ups and downs. I mean, I guess you can like report them and then commend them, but like you can't do that when they leave. Because I would give that guy a thumbs down, bro. That guy sucks. What an idiot! Why would you leave midway through a heist? Like, just I get it. You don't know what you're doing. Just sit there until the heist is done. Clearly, the heist was being done because we were, you know, things were happening. We were getting. It was going up on the bottom right corner. The little blue things were filling up. You know, anyone with a brain cell or two could figure out. Oh, you know what? They're doing the heist. Let me just wait. Let me just wait and then wait and see what happens. My guy is like, you know what? I'm not getting the attention. I'm gone. My guy is like, I'm not getting any attention here. I'm out. And that's the problem with these people. So many people these days have to have the attention on them. They're the special, you know, they're the special one. They have to have all the attention, and then when they don't get the attention, like, fuck this, I'm gone. Fuck that guy. Wasted our time. Hey, Spade. Oh my God. Oh, I'm good, thank you. I'm alright. I can't really... No, I can complain. I'm not going to, but I can complain. Fuck. How are you doing anyway? Series A, huh? We've got a 24 though. Ugh. Is there a language barrier? Would say take out sign in motherfucker spray without silences. It could be. You know what? It could be a language barrier. It could very well be that, you know, people don't. I don't know. Like they could be playing the English version and they don't speak English. I guess it could be that. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't put the subtitles on if you don't speak English very well. But you know what my personal theory is? My personal theory is that it's oftentimes it's like young kids who can't read, so they don't know what's going on because they can't read. So it's like when you're reading the subtitles, it just looks like complete gibberish to you. That's the problem. So many people playing the game are probably barely out of like 3rd grade. They have no idea how to read properly. Although by then you should be able to read. To be fair, 3rd grade you should be able to read. Maybe not like amazingly, but you should be able to read.
Told them all where their stuff is.
I don't know.
If you want to get paid,
it probably is a language barrier. Also, that guy in the background, he is... Oh, wow, that is an amazing outfit. Yo.
Don't let him kill him.
I love the glasses with the blue hair and the red like... armor thing. Oh, that's cool. You're fat good, are you? Good. I'm glad you're fat good. Alright, what are they get? He's only level 24. Alright, level 24. You better ready up, yeah? Alright, so we can tell which one's the friend or the one who helped him through most of them. So the level 58. Oh, the level 24 was in the chat, yeah? He's probably like, where's my cut? Where's my cut? Bro, look, 15% is good. Back when I used to play, people used to give people 10% for no reason, and then people used to try to rob you and give you 0%. They would like message you when you were about to start, and they would give you like 20%. Message you, you would open the message, and they would switch it down to 0%. Oh, there he's in the chat too now. Alright, I understand why the 28, the 24 slot started, but the 58 should be readying up. The 58 should already be started. Come on. Alright, he's readied up. That's good. Alright, everyone's readied up. Excellent. So they had negotiations and they decided, you know what, it's okay. Also, why am I wearing that? I should be wearing heavy armor. Alright. I always love it when people put on custom outfits, but then they don't know about heavy armor, so that they make you, so you go in, everyone's like, oh yeah, let's just go in with our bright green and, you know, lime green outfit, thinking it looks cool. But then they never wear the heavy armor, which makes you more resistant to damage. I don't know. I guess that's something that probably most people don't know now because of the fact that Rockstar doesn't advertise it anymore. And it's not consistent between heists. It's only in the OG heist, not in the later heists, which makes no sense. Where the fuck are we? Bro. Oh, I hate when this happens. Alright. I love how Rockstar never improved the animation for starting heists up here when you come out of these buildings. It just kind of sticks you there. Yeah, hosts who switch to player saved outfits are the best. Even if they don't know why it's good, and they just do it because they like to show off their outfit, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because I want to have heavy armor. But if they change it to custom outfits and then they stick heavy armor on, oh boy. That's the most amazing... That's the sweetest thing I can ever see in a heist. When I see that, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a good heist. Actually, think about this here. With this, I mean, I know you could do the same thing with the Vigilante, but this thing really makes doing the Elite Challenge a lot easier on this heist. And it's got a lot more rockets, and it can take a couple hits. So you can use it quite well. Because the Vigilante was always a bit sketchy in this heist, I feel, but this thing's a beast. I'm always worried about blowing myself up, which with this thing is a lot harder.
Run! I know you're there! Run! Oh,
Trevor, what are you doing?
2 on the north side, 2 on the south side. Let's go.
What are you doing, Trevor?
The more these guys you kill, the more I'll pay you for the job. Call it a preemptive strike on the competition.
Oh, you're so lucky, Trevor. You are fat eating spaghetti and meatballs. Well, I hope you enjoy your fat spaghetti and fat meatballs. Jason, please don't turn out like Trevor. I hope not. Could you imagine we get more like people? That's Rockstar's ultimate troll, though. Like, they know everyone hates Trevor, so they're like, yeah, we're not going to bring Trevor back. So everyone's like, yeah, no Trevor, and then they make Jason just like him. I don't think he will be like Trevor, but maybe that's wishful thinking. Also, there's something underneath my chair and it's annoying me. It's a wire. What wire is this? I'm pulling it. I don't know where it's going. Where the hell is it going? His clothing choice does look similar, to be fair. I think it's because they kind of want to do like a Florida man type, thing. And I guess like Trevor is also kind of like a Florida man, except from Canada. But I don't know. I hope it's just like because he's starting out. Maybe his fashion sense will change. Actually, that's one thing they need to do in GTA 6 is. I know that you can customize your characters, but I hope that the fashion sense changes over the game. I would love it if when you start out, your character's much more like cheaper clothes, and as time goes on, when they get richer from all the heisting they do, they slowly start switching to more fancier clothes as their preferred choice. I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, obviously players will just do what they want, but as someone who likes default clothing, I would use that a lot. It's like with Arthur, I always just stuck with the default clothing the whole game. I did like that he took off his jacket when they move to like a warmer area. He changes his outfit a little bit, make it a little bit more. Oh, I think that guy's trying to show him where to go. Yeah, that guy had to tell him where to go. He had no idea where he was going. Oh, you know what? That's so sweet. He's got an AK too. Oh. Oh, I mean, he might be the most aggressive, violent man on the chat. He might be the most foul-mouthed bastard out there. But I can't help but think, oh, that's really sweet. Oh, no, he's running away. Oh, no, he's just getting armor. It's okay. He's really trying it with the AK, yeah? He could have got a carbine, which would be way better at that point.
Shit.
Damn it.
I think that's another thing for new players. A lot of new players don't know that you can get a carbine very cheaply at the store for any level. Like level 0 or level 1s. So you can get a carbine and be way better than anything that the AK does. Fat Pet Gaz and Fat Barry and Fat Lewis. Why Fat Lewis and why Fat Barry and why Fat Gaz? Oh wait, what's he got now? Oh, he has got the carbine! He has got the carbine! He does have it. I think he didn't know which one was better maybe, or just didn't really care. But he does have the carbine. Excellent. I'm happy about that. Oh, that's great. That's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. He's got. Oh, he's running away. He's got a carbine. I'm happy. You know, he just doesn't have the heavy armor. That's the one thing I think too many people don't know about. I wish that was more common knowledge. Yeah, I'm doing Heists with randoms. I'm hoping that they'll get in the two vehicles and let me drive this thing, but probably not. Alright, fuck it. I'll drive one of the vehicles. Fine, if I have to. Yeah, they're gonna double up on the same vehicle, aren't they? And that guy has no idea what he's doing. All right, we're gonna get fucked up because no one seems to know what's going on. All right, you guys just go wherever you want. All right, is he gonna get my vehicle? No, I don't know where he's going. Where the hell has he gone? Ah, whatever. Oh, he's still down there. Oh, we are gonna get fucked up, bro. We have no anti-air, and we have no yeah, we have no anti-air. He's just chilling. He's just chilling at the place. Oh my god! Wait. Let me see if I can change it. Maybe he can get in it. No, he's just ignored it. Oh, we're fucked. We're gonna get absolutely massacred by helicopters. We are gonna get fucked. I don't know why I say it like that. Shoot the tires out and hope they can't follow us. Oh, and we're in. Yeah, I knew he was gonna die. I had a feeling. Yeah, I knew he was gonna die. I knew it. I knew he was. As soon as he crashed, I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna. It's because he. It's because these people don't have any sort of organizational skills. Like, they all just running around like headless chickens. Yeah, legit. Why would you switch from the Bensons to this thing? This thing's terrible. I guess because obviously logic doesn't apply to Heist. Rockstar is going to make it so that for gameplay purposes, which is, hey, let's slow it down and make it harder for the player kind of thing. Whereas obviously logically you'd be like, oh, well, we should keep the Bensons, which are way quicker. Or use any other vehicle that's quick. Instead of these really slow vans, but... Fac theme. Yeah, exactly, Space. A fac theme. Also, I always find it really funny when you spawn in and they pull their they slide the gun back whilst pointing it at me. Yeah, I don't really fancy getting shot in the head, but you know. Alright, my guy, someone needs to get in the big gun, all right? You don't. My vehicle's been stolen. Oh my god. Alright, this guy, Captain Kickass, is getting into the first truck. All right, that guy crashed. Alright, these guys are already crashing. Excellent, good work. Oh my god, this is gonna go. Oh my. Where's he going? Oh my days. Alright, fine.
I knew you were a good crew.
Trevor, I wouldn't say that. We did die, to be fair.
Protect the convoy.
Also, I forgot to charge my controller when it said low on battery, so it could be very close to running out of battery. We're gonna find out.
Choppers are watching us. We gotta go.
I was so excited to get my Viennese swirl that I didn't even think about charging the controller. Oh, they are shooting down the helicopter, to be fair, I think, anyway. I mean, they've kind of driven off and left us, but... Back. That's what I get from the... Rockstar, can we have mirrors in GTA 6? Thank you. It doesn't have to be high quality mirrors. Just give us like some very basic ray tracing mirrors. Come on. We can actually see where we're going when we're driving. Yeah, the technical doesn't care. He's gone. He's just completely abandoned us. I drove through a concrete divider. Thankfully, I'm wearing heavy armor, so I don't really care. But my van, on the other hand, is getting slapped. Like, health-wise, I'm good, but I'm worried about the van. Because it just keeps getting shot at, and I can't do anything about it. There's literally nothing I can do. I got the pilot, at least. I don't think he understands what you're supposed to do with the technical. I don't think he understands that you're supposed to... Oh, he was in the way. I was hoping he would... He's slowing down. So usually I go onto the train tracks from there, but for some reason he was really slowing down. I don't know why. Alright, I'm just going to go on the train tracks. Fat driving alongside them. Them lot are completely in their own world. There's a train coming too. Oh, bloody hell. It's not the quickest way, but we're not going to get the elite challenge anyway. We've already died, so it's not like we're going to get the elite challenge. Not to mention we wasted a good 2 or 3 minutes at the beginning waiting for them to get into position, so I don't think we have to worry about that. I do feel bad for him though, because he's on the road on his own getting absolutely harassed, and yet the technical is all the way back there now. He's doing a good job though, to be fair. He's on his own, but he's holding it. Wait, fat, train, fat. Thankfully the train. What the? How did he get over there? I've never seen that. Also, I don't know how he was swerving out of control when I don't know. He's just crashing over the place.
My plans aren't going up in smoke this time.
Oh, I can see him in the distance. He's doing a good job, to be fair. Fat. That's what I get for looking at him instead of where I'm going. It's fine. Train disappeared anyway. Train's just despawned, it's fine. Actually, no, wait, the train doesn't despawn. It goes to the left, of course. It's if it comes... This would be oncoming, wouldn't it? Yeah. Of course. That's one thing I hope they do a little bit different in GTA 6. I hope that the train... Or, I mean, if there are trains, I'm assuming there will be. I'm hoping they'll be a little bit less... predictable. I want to have moments where I'm just driving along a train track and next thing I know there's a train coming right at me. Well, fair enough, we did it. Absolutely no help from the technical. I honestly don't know where the technical is even going. Look, it's still following the train. It's following the train. Where's he going? Yeah, passenger trains would be awesome. I love passenger trains, and I've always liked GTA 4's subway. GTA San Andreas had passenger trains as well.
Great work, really great.
And GTA 3 had subway.
Here is what I promised you.
Vice City didn't have a train, sadly, but I'm hoping this one will. Although I know that Miami doesn't have a fantastic train network, but still.
Now we've done the speculation.
I'll take any train. Hopefully the countryside will have cool trains.
Right? Now let's get the hell out of here, all right? I got the buyer coming.
I suppose that would be one benefit of having it set in Europe, is you get a good selection of trains. Oh, if it was set in Japan, oh, you get the best trains in Japan, bro.
Who are you?
Yeah, these are some weird characters. People have some crazy characters. I love it.
I'm impotent rage. Yes, but
it's Phil.
Hey, my brother. Yo, it's Phil. It's good to meet you finally.
Hey.
Trevor, ain't it?
So we're gonna do this, or we're gonna have a circle jerk, or both?
Whatever you want, man. Got the drugs?
Whatever you want. All right.
Yeah, if you came for what you ordered. Yeah, I have them.
Good. Can I see?
Can I see the money?
Yeah, got it. Yeah. All right. So, Trevor. There's the money. Hand me the cocaine first.
What?
The cocaine you are selling me.
Excuse me?
Are you selling me cocaine, Mr. Phillips?
Why do you keep saying that? Hmm? And how is it that you know my name?
Good question.
Fucking narc!
You are under arrest for trespassing.
Get away! Fuck sakes!
My guy fell back after being hit with a plastic toy. Can't lie, Phil doesn't seem like a very good police detective, undercover police, whatever he is. Also, I just realised something. So, obviously the technical isn't there. I was like, where's the technical gone? Surely the technical will still be there, but I don't think it's that. I think our characters drive off with the technical at the end of the heist, right? But how would they fit? There's only 3 slots in a technical. So how the feck do our 4 characters go home? Does one walk? I mean, if that's the case, I feel quite bad for the person who has to walk. Imagine You know, the three of them get in the vehicle, drive off. Whoever the poor bastard is who picks the shortest straw, he's fucked. He just has to walk all the way home. Wait for the bus, I guess. There's no train up here. There's no public train, so I guess he has to go to the nearest bus stop. But where the I have no idea where that is. Is there even a bus stop up? I guess there would be a bus stop in Grapeseed, right? I guess Sandy Shores as well. That's a long way. So he's kind of fucked. Whoever the last person is has to walk. I feel bad. I never really thought about the logistics of that, but unless he hangs on the back somehow. But I never really thought about that. One is chilling with Ursula. You know what? That might be the case. Yes. Cry it out, Trevor. Cry it out. I feel like he seems like a liability in so many ways. I don't know. I wouldn't want to work with a man who starts breaking down and crying. Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Bro, they killed the poor level 28. Or the 25 even, not 28. I knew it. I just... Bro, some things never change on this game. I don't know, maybe they think I'm gonna come out passive or something, I don't know. Oh, they shot him. Wow, they shot him again, bro. Kill the level 25. What are you doing? You're killing a level 25. What's he gonna do? Maybe he was really rude in the voice chat, I don't know. Oh, he's waiting. Level 25. Come on, level 25. Shoot them. Shoot them. No, why are you shooting me? I'm in passive mode. I'm not the one who shot you. What are you doing? Shoot the people in the car. Shoot the people in the car, you donkey. Oh, he's gonna get fucked up again. Yep. My guy here just keeps fucking them up. I mean, they're not even good players. Like, they don't even... I don't know why they're rolling. They don't have very good weapon choices. They're not particularly good players. But, I mean, I guess he's level 25 and he doesn't really know what he's doing, but still.
New clip.
Oh, they're off. None of my business. None of my business. As soon as I came in, I was like, yeah, I'm going into passive. I'm not dealing with this shit. Alright, what we get? What are we gonna get? Please don't be Fleecer. Fuck off, I hate Fleecer. Why? Why, Lawrence? Why would you put Fleecer? Do not start with me in Fleecer, thank you. Why? I don't want to do Fleecer. Or as some people, some really weird people out there call it Fleeker. I have no idea how people think it's pronounced Fleeker. It's not Fleeker. It's never been Fleeker. Please, never ever say that. It sounds dumb. It's Fleecer. Like, you know, I'm gonna fleece that person. He's gonna get, you know, he's gonna get fleeced by someone. Robbed. Oh my... Not another one. And this guy, of course, a guy with 420 in his name is part of a weed crew. Bro, I feel like stereotypes are just everywhere now with these people. You know, like, oh yeah, I like weed, so I'm gonna put 420 in my name. You know? Put me into a heist with normal people in a normal heist, please. Not Fleecer. I don't want to do Fleecer. I've done enough Fleeces with Gaz to last a lifetime. Humane Labs raid. Can we not do a... Can we not have a Humane Labs either, please? Can we just have, like... Prison... Can we have Prison Break finale? With 3 level 10s on hard. Can we have that, please? That sounds like fun. It sounds like torture, but it sounds like fun too. Because, I don't know, I mean, it'll be hell, because it's going to be restarting a lot, but it could be fun. Pacific Standard Bikes, alright. Oh, there's a guy called Pepperoni Pizza in the game? Oh, you know you gotta stay when you see that. Pepperoni Pizza, bro. Oh. Legend. Alright, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna have custom outfits, or is it gonna be... yeah, custom outfits. And there's a guy with heavy armor on. Excellent. He knows what he's doing. Scottish scope. I mean, he's a 525, so he should know, to be fair. A 525 would know how to use heavy armor and why it's to be used. There's an interesting selection of outfits, though, I'm not gonna lie. Toreadors, 2 Toreadors, good stuff. Obviously the Kuruma. Pepperoni Pizza's chilling. Pepperoni Pizza 04. You know what the scary thing is, yeah? If he was born in 04, he's 18. People born in 04 are 18, adults now. That's really upsetting. Fact funny name. Yeah, that's really upsetting because it just makes me feel old. Yeah, it makes me feel old as fact. I mean, the fact that our birth dates are in the 90s, that's enough to say you're old. Oh, you're born before the year 2000, you're old. That's upsetting. That's really, really upsetting. Why are you getting out this side? There's a perfectly good door there. Oh wait, it's 15 is very upsetting. That is very upsetting, yeah. That's mad. It feels so weird putting, like, you know when you have to put your birthday? Oh, someone blew it up. I knew someone would do it. But yeah, like, I like that picture. I'm saving that. It must be so weird, and I mean, most of the people watching are probably are used to that, but it must be so weird for to put 0 and then 1, 2, or 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, as you know, when you put your date. Like, for me, it's like normal to put 90, you know, 90, it makes sense. But it's so weird to think that people put 0 as a date of birth. Like, they have to, you know, they put, like, I don't know, the 2nd of the 4th, 06. Oh, that's so weird to me. But I guess that's so normal now to people who were born in the 2000s. But that's so weird to me. Because obviously I was born in the 90s. But I guess that someone in the 80s, who were born in the 80s, put in 90 would be weird. It's cursed. You're looking at ID and you need to see if their birth year starts with 90. Yeah. But that's good, I guess. If their years starts with 19, you know for it. You always know that they're overage. You know they're of age. It's fine. Bro, how are people dying? What level is this man? What's his level? Frank. Bro, Frank's a 1400. Nah, I can't believe this. A 1400 dying in this. Can't believe this. You were born in 03? Oh, that is mad to me, Spade.
There's a bike each. We need all 4 for the job.
What does it feel like being born in 93? Oh my, pepperoni pizza, bro. Wait, are we playing this on easy or something? Yeah, we are. We're playing it on easy, they're still dying. How are you dying on easy mode, bro? How are you dying on easy mode? No, I can't believe this. I can't believe that you would die on easy mode at level 1000. Can't believe this.
I think you're in the clear. Drop the bikes in the alley and we're nearly a go.
You hear kids talk about how the 1990s were ancient. They were ancient. I mean, compared to what they're used to, they were fucking ancient. Like, 90s was still kind of like a mixture of, like, old and new. You thought easy mode was just the amount of lives. I think it's slightly easier in terms of, like, the aggression of the AI. They'll shoot you a little bit less. They'll be a little bit less aimbotty. Not a huge amount. It's mostly lives. But they will shoot a little bit less. Very slightly less. Like they're instead of being a fucking 10, they're like a 9 kind of thing. But still, the fact that 2 of them died. Bro, I should have got platinum for that. I was the first in and first out. What are you on about? Disgusting. But yeah, like 90s are interesting because you still had like a lot of the analog side of stuff, you know? I mean, you still had, for example, you know, you still had landlines, like not just the digital ones. Like I still had a rotary phone when I was born. When I was young, we still had a rotary phone. We still, you know, we had pre-digital cameras, you know? Like I mean, I had to use analog cameras and then digital cameras became a thing. And then so quickly now cell phones are so good that you can use them as a camera. You know, these cell phone cameras are now better than what the digital camera I had when I was young. Like way better. My digital camera was like 2 megapixels. And although it did have a nice zoom on it, my new phone, my Pixel 7 Pro, has a zoom that's just like it. It's not like it doesn't just digital zoom, it actually zooms. It has a proper lens that zooms in like further. So it's mad to me to think that. So I've gone through that progression, but we still had that. I grew up in an era where I could use analog stuff if I need to, whereas I see young kids these days being shown rotary phones and they're like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, how do you use a rotary phone? It's fuck easy. How could you not use a rotary phone? But you know what I mean, like. It so quickly went out afterwards. Like payphones, I hear that apparently some people struggle with using payphones, like if they need to. I mean, if you can find a payphone. But like to me, a payphone is fairly normal. It's gonna be weird. The next GTA is not gonna have any payphones in it, probably. Oh, that's really weird. Like, I grew up in an era where you still had to go into physical banks with physical money and you had to talk to a teller. Nowadays, it's all done through a machine. If you have physical money, it's all done through a machine. But back then, you had a physical teller and you had your little book. You'd have to fill in your paying slip. That's it. You'd have to fill it in, do all that, and then give it into the bank teller. And then they would let you put the money in. And checks, I mean, checks haven't completely died, especially in America, but checks are pretty, you know, in the UK, like a lot of people have no idea what to do with a check. It's actually crazy. You can put checks in now on your phone. You can on your banking app, depending on which bank you're with, you can put checks into your bank by taking a picture of it. Bro, I look at that and I think to myself, Jesus, what in the world? You can just paying a check with your phone. Yeah, it's insane. And that's so normal to people. I mean, young people today probably never will even bother using a check, you know, especially in Europe. A lot of European countries, I think, don't use checks anymore at all. In the UK, we were supposed to stop using checks, like, this year, but we, for some reason, extended it for old people. And obviously, in America, checks are... Americans, you know, they're like 20 years behind everyone else. But... I don't know. It's crazy to me. So weird. So yeah, like you kind of grew up in that. I think that's the thing that's so beautiful about young, like older millennials, I suppose, like the last group of millennials. We grew up in an era where the world was still analog and progressing into digital. Because although digital has been around for a while now, you know, we've had computers now for many more decades than just the 90s. But widespread computer usage didn't really take hold until the 90s, really. I remember when I first went to school, we had no computers in the school. I remember when we first got our ICT room. We got an ICT room the first time, and the idea that there was a whole... Because we first started getting little computers in our individual classrooms, and that was like wild that we had these little... You know, you had one computer for the whole classroom, and that was it. And it was wild. And we had like we could go on there and use it. And that was still very... You know, obviously that was long after computers became fairly common in the business world, but still, it was not everywhere in society yet. Nowadays, computers are everywhere, phones are everywhere. But I remember going to a classroom the first time we got a computer and thinking, Jesus, this is awesome. And then I remember the first time we got an ICT room, the first ICT room, and there was enough computers in there for every single person in the class. And we would go in there, and there was no IT admin. There was no admin. There was no system admin at all. It was just set up, and a teacher who was there was a male teacher who knew computers, and he was kind of just the unofficial IT guy, the IT, you know, like, because back then in schools, even then, like everything was so less organized. I remember when I used to went to school, we didn't have an official French teacher. We had a someone who knew French come in and teach us, but it wasn't like an official teacher. We had a music teacher, but again, it wasn't like a proper official music class. And again, we didn't have an ICT teacher. It was just the teachers, and then the ICT. This was in primary school, of course. The ICT teacher was just a teacher who knew computers a little bit, and that was that. That was all we. That was the only thing. That was it. There was no proper people for kids with disabilities or learning. You know, like extra needs and stuff like that. There was nothing like that when I went to school, when I was in primary school. It was just kind of yeah, and people and teachers would take up roles that nowadays are dedicated. And yeah, I remember the first ICT room we had, and it was just a room full of white beigey computers. It was XP, so it was quite late on. You know, there were people who the earlier computers we had were I think 98 and 2000s, but all those ones when they got installed were XP. The password was one letter. We had floppy disks, right? So some kids these days have never grown up with floppy disks. Hell, even USB sticks. You don't even need USB sticks anymore. Everything's in the cloud, right? But I remember we had floppy disks. They weren't the big floppy disks that the older generation above mine would have. They were the smaller floppy disks. The more hard ones, you know, the ones that weren't really floppy because they were encased in a very hard case. And we used to store our individual stuff on them. There was no security, nothing. The only thing we had a block on Google. You could not go on google.com or google.co.uk. But you know what the funny thing was? They didn't set it up properly because they didn't know how to. They set it up so it blocks specifically google.co.uk and google.com. And we very quickly realized that you could go onto Google Spain, google.es, or Google, you know, we typed in just different, different Google domain names and just see what we got. We usually just use the Spanish one. And back then, Google for some reason put a lot of the results in English, even though it was the Spanish one, whatever. And then we figured out we could use Ireland, and that was the best one because everything was in English. So we started using the Irish one, and that's how we got around it. They didn't block Google with all the they didn't use wildcards or anything. They just used google.co.uk and .com. So as soon as we figured out, because they only wanted us using, I don't know what it was. Was it Ask Jeeves or something? That was the only one we were allowed to use. I don't know why. Maybe they thought Google was dangerous. And yeah, but we very quickly realized that you could get around Google's the block on Google because they only block 2 domains. It's their wildcard. Or blocking it at the, I don't know. They could have done a lot better with it, but they didn't. And obviously it was because it was a guy who set it up and wasn't an official IT, he wasn't an IT teacher, he wasn't qualified, he was just someone who had some experience with computers. That is unheard of nowadays. Like, yeah, okay, schools still don't have great, a lot of times they don't have amazing IT people, but they have IT people. But back then, no, you had a teacher who just so happened to know something about, maybe had a Windows 98 computer at home, and that was, hence, they were the tech guy. Just having a computer at home, bro, where you going? Just having a computer at home made you a tech guy. Nowadays, of course, it means nothing. Everyone has phones, doesn't mean you're a tech guy. Everyone has, well, maybe not everyone has computers, but a lot of people have computers, doesn't mean you're a tech guy. But back then, it pretty much did. I still remember my some of the assistant teachers in the class telling us off because we used to turn the computer off. We'd restart the computer because it would freeze, and we'd restart them with the reset button, and they would say, "Oh, it doesn't always, it will break the computers." A load of bollocks. Like, yeah, okay, back when computers were very, very like a long time ago, you could damage computers by turn them off incorrectly, because the hard drive spindle would sometimes drop down and damage the hard drive. But that hadn't been a thing at that point for years, and yet for some reason the teachers were worried. I mean, maybe they said they heard it somewhere, I don't know, but they genuinely believed that, what are these people doing? They're like doing it all out of sync. But they genuinely thought you could break the computer by resetting it or turning off. And so that was kind of the rumor. Oh, don't do that! You'll break the computer. You'll break the computer. Bollocks! But it was just no one knew what they were doing. Knowing how to navigate, knowing how to do anything more than basic Word meant that you were a tech person back then. It was fucking insane. Loved it, man. Honestly, and we didn't have smart boards, and I've seen the modern day smart boards. I was looking at them. I searched them up last night because I was like, what's happened to smart boards since I was in school? Bro, they have mad smart boards these days. Nah, I remember when we first got our smart boards in school. We had blackboards. We had blackboards when I first started my school. We went from blackboards to whiteboards to smartboards within the space of maybe 10 years, if that, of my primary school. I still remember the dirty ass chalk on your sleeves when you have to clean the bloody blackboard, and that dirty ass chalk all over your sleeves. Nah. And then we got upgraded to whiteboards. They were like, oh, you know what, these are awesome. We have whiteboards now. We can wipe them off cleaner, easier. Mad. What the fuck is this? There we go. Big that makes it hard. Bro! This guy doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, the smartboard, the mobile color pens, yeah, legit. And they had those projectors, and the projector, and a lot of times what would happen is the projector lamps would break, they would like wear out, and they wouldn't replace them, so you could barely see the blackboard. Like, you would be completely, it'd be impossible to see the blackboard, not the blackboard, the smartboard when it was light. So you'd be just not seeing anything. and it's so normal now. And a lot of the smart boards come with Android built in. They have an operating system with basic apps built in that connect to things like OneDrive and G Drive, so you don't even need to connect a computer to them anymore. I'm like, what, bro? You have built-in Android on smart boards? I mean, it's an old version. It's Android 8 on the basic one, and then Android 9 on the better ones. And they're upgrading to Android 11, I think, this year, which is still a bit out of date, but whatever. But I was like, damn, they have Android built in on these smart boards now? Yeah, the recalibration. And you know what would be so bad? It would barely ever work, and you'd have to do it multiple times, and it would still be off. Bro, them smart boards. I love this. I love how crazy it's gotten in those years now that there's these new things that are so intense, so insane. I don't even know if they come with projectors anymore, if it's just built into the screen. I think it's just built into the screen now. Like it's like a TV, but with like glass on it so it doesn't get damaged. I'm like, what? I mean, honestly, we live in some mad world now where you can get stuff like that. Yeah, everyone would be, honestly, I love talking about these things because I know a lot of younger people that might be watching are probably like, I mean, some of them will have it because their schools may not have. He ran over his own teammate. I know that like some people will be in schools where they haven't upgraded, and so they're still used to that kind of shitty smartboard technology. But I know a lot of people these days will be grown up in schools where they don't have those old smartboards and they're fully like new smartboards, and they're probably like, what? Like the idea of, I mean, I know that a lot of schools have whiteboards alongside smartboards still, but nah, it's mad how I went from having blackboards all the way to shitty smartboards, but smartboards nonetheless. By the time I finished school, it's insane. It's actually insane. Someone left, of course. The guy was impatient, ran the other person over, and then fucked it all up for everyone. Yeah, I don't know. I just love talking about stuff like that because it's interesting. Let's see what we get in Doomsday. Yeah, I love GTA, full of idiots. But yeah, I don't know. I just think I just love that kind of thing. I don't know. I just think it's awesome. I remember when I was at school, my handwriting's been shit. My handwriting's terrible, and still is. And my teacher used to complain about it a lot, and I used to laugh because I said, "Well, we won't be handwriting much anymore. Everything will be on computers." They're like, "Oh, well, you can't, oh, well, you're not always gonna have a computer on you, right? Same with a calculator, Oh, you're not gonna have calculators on you all the time, are you? You're not gonna have computers on you all the time." Everything is done now. You go to doctor's appointments, everything's done through computers or tablets. You go through, even the optician, bro. You go to the optician nowadays, they take a picture with the fucking tablet that there's like a scan so they can figure out the size of the glasses for you, bro. People talk about, oh, no, you'll never need good handwriting. Load of bollocks. I have not written much at all since I finished school. I think I've only handwritten maybe 10 things since I left school. Like big proper things, not just like little notes, but proper things. Oh yeah, the savvy tech teacher would do it with the finger. Yeah, legit. There would always be that one teacher who would pull off the pen, put it to the side, and then just use his finger like it was like nothing, bro. I remember that. That is so accurate. It's so accurate, man. It's... Oh yeah. I hear that a lot of kids get tablets these days. I mean, I think it's good because it's like a personal. It's like a PDA. I always thought PDAs when I was growing up. I always heard about PDAs, and I always thought that PDAs were really good. Also, I just want to. I know it's a bit random, but for a split second there, you know how I've got a buzzing in my ears? I've always had a buzzing. I've got it's that thing when you're hearing, you get like the ringing sound. For a split second there, for about a second, all the ringing in my ears stopped, and then it went back. I was like, bro, have I found the cure to that? No, apparently not. But that was amazing. That was the best second ever. I wish I could have enjoyed it more. But yeah, kids get tablets, and I think it's good because I always thought that having PDAs would be a really good idea. Having notes, be able to put notes in, calendar, and I remember we used to have to write down our homework. I hated this. The homework would be on the board, and we would have to write it down. And I used to hate that because I thought, well, why not just send it to people? But back then they didn't have the means to do it. Like nowadays, you have the built-in systems on the online websites where you can connect and you can have everything in the cloud, so teachers can upload stuff and you can download it. And then back when I went to school, that was not a thing. You had the beginning of that. We had a very basic system which we could connect to download stuff from our computers at school. It was very basic and it didn't work very well. And teachers didn't have any way to kind of put things in. It was very, very like nowadays it's all much easier and teachers could just send all the people in the class a copy of it. But back then it was such a pain and we'd have to write it down manually. Some people towards the end of my school, when smartphones became a thing, started taking pictures on their smartphone for the homework to take it down instead of writing it down. But nowadays, kids can just get it from the system. But back then it wasn't a thing really. It was still so new. Did you ever get new jotters at school and then everyone would put wrapping paper around them? Yeah, we would get like a new workbook and we kind of stopped. Like in year 6, people would do that. People would like put like decorate them and then they would put the clear plastic around them to make them look nice and they put their own custom pictures and stuff on. When we went to secondary school, no one cared. Everyone was just like, fuck it, I couldn't care less. And again, I was like that. I couldn't care less. It was a book. Yeah, I still have some notes from when I was at school because I did have a little netbook at my school because my handwriting was so shit. And for every subject but maths, I would use that. Obviously, maths, I'm not going to use a fucking netbook. Nowadays, you have a tablet with a touchscreen. You could just write it on the touchscreen, do all the maths with a pen with a stylus. Obviously, I wasn't going to do maths on a netbook. So I used to use paper for that. But all my other lessons from my final year of normal GCSEs, I have, and I guess all my A levels as well. I have all my notes still from when I was at school, and I love that. And nowadays, kids can do that a lot easier because they do a lot more stuff on computers. Back then, like a lot of all my notes from all my other years are gone because they were on paper, and I threw them out or burnt them. So. Yeah, I'm sad about that. Not that I would have been able to read it. I would never have been able to read any of that, but it would have been cool to have it. I mean, I loved one of the things that amazes me. Remember how back in the day, they would say, "Oh, you need to scan something. You scan a piece of paper. You put it on a scanner and scan it." Nowadays, you can take pictures with your phone that are higher quality than maybe not higher quality fully, but are so good, so high quality that even a professional wouldn't maybe not a proper professional, but someone, the average person doing an admin wouldn't notice it because they would always insist you scan it, not take a picture of it. But nowadays you can take pictures of stuff and say it's been scanned and people won't know. And there's apps that can detect text and stuff and put it into into a digital form. It's crazy. And that stuff, again, is insane to me. When I started school, we didn't even have that. When I started doing stuff, I remember we still had projectors, bro. Old-ass projectors where you'd put the work stuff on the projector and have it aimed at the whiteboards if we had them, or one of those things that you would, the projector display things, they would wrap up, they would roll up and you'd pull them down. We still had that. And it was all done manually. It was all photocopying done manually. Everything was photocopied manually. Bro, I remember the big-ass photocopiers. Nowadays, it's all done digitally. It's crazy, man. Like, it's so weird to think about how much has changed in so little time. And I think some of it's good and some of it's bad. I do think that kids are missing out on some of the offline stuff. The internet's great. The online world's great, but there's something nice about not being connected to the internet. I didn't carry a phone on me until about 3 years ago. I never carried a phone on me until about 2019. I always carry a phone on me now, but I never carried a phone on me until 2019. I had a smartphone. I've had multiple smartphones, but I've only started carrying one on me in 2019. When I went out, I never carried a smartphone, never carried a phone. I would just walk out, I would just go out with my wallet, and that was it. And I liked it like that. still don't like the idea of being connected. I hate the fact that people can just email you or text you or whatever, and then you kind of feel like you have to. And also the change in people how they think you have to respond. When I was growing up, if someone texted you or emailed you, you would respond when you had time. Nowadays, there's this idea that people have to respond straight away, and that's bollocks. That's absolute bollocks, in my opinion. You should, that kind of, if you need someone instantly, then you either mark it urgent or you call them. The idea that you have text and emails where people expect you to do it instantly. Okay, if you're at your job, sure. If you're at work and someone sends you a work email, sure. Try to do it as quick as possible. But if you're off work and someone sends you an email related to work, I'm not answering it until next day. And I'm not answering no fucking text until I'm ready either. But people have this idea that, you gotta always be accessible, and I don't like that. I think that a lot of kids, and I think it's one of the reasons why there's probably so many anxiety, a lot more anxiety. I mean, partly because people are willing to talk about it and seek help for it, but I do genuinely believe there's a lot more anxiety these days because kids are growing up in a world where they have no time away. I always say, just stop using it. If you're being stressed out by something on the internet, stop using the internet. But then that comes from someone like me who grew up in an era where very often we wouldn't have internet. When I was young, we didn't have internet. We had dial-up, and then when we first got broadband, it was very basic. You didn't have wireless devices everywhere. You had to turn on your computer, log in, and you had things like MSN and stuff, and you would turn it off, and that was that. You could turn it off and forget. Nowadays, everyone's got digital stuff, their phones, and I guess if I say, "Oh, just stop listening," but if someone messages you, you're gonna get a notification telling you about it, and you're gonna see it. And I think that's the problem, is a lot of people don't have the chance to get away from it. And it's just like, constant. The Wi-Fi used to go down, used to go out for you, damn. Yeah, I mean, Wi-Fi, the thing is, Spade, Wi-Fi, everyone says Wi-Fi these days, and I'm very much someone who still says the internet and internet connections, because Wi-Fi, wireless being everywhere is still new. It's still kind of crazy to me, because when I was growing up, you didn't get wireless everywhere. You had to connect physically to an Ethernet port, and that was it. And if you had to have a laptop or a computer to plug in. We had wireless. I remember when wireless started being a thing, and I remember when it started getting good, and that was around when it got to what is called G. I can't remember the is it 802.11G? I can't remember. No, I can't remember the name. Nowadays, they just make it simple. Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 7, whatever. But whatever it would be, G, whatever that would be in the modern Wi-Fi terms. I remember when that became a thing, and that was when it started getting really good. Like, once that became common, Wi-Fi was good. But it was still shit. You go one room down and your Wi-Fi would drop. And the thing is, you had data limit. I mean, I know in America, data caps are still a thing on home broadband for a lot of people, but yeah, you had very limited data there. It was slow. A lot of the devices weren't particularly fast, so yeah, it was very slow, and you didn't have all the flashy stuff you have now. You can feel your attention span shorten. Yeah, legit, attention spans are shortening, and I think a lot of it is because of things like TikTok, YouTube Shorts. If you go and watch TikTok for 30 minutes, and you'll notice very easily your attention span is so much worse afterwards. And I think about the fact that we've been doing stuff like this. We've been not just short stuff like that, but just Twitter, Instagram. Really short, quick little things. Go on Facebook, quick little messages, quick little things, and going on. Having everything instantly. Going on YouTube. If you've ever you'll notice it. If your internet ever goes down, you'll notice it. It's kind of like an addiction. You'll notice you kind of get like Okay. You'll kind of get like a a withdrawal almost symptom, because you don't have access to it anymore. And when it's such a horrible feeling mentally when you need to know something and you search it up and you can't because the internet's down, and you realize you can't search Wikipedia, you can't search Google, and you have to just not know. That's what it was back in the old days. When you were in the pub and you were talking about stuff, if you didn't know something, if no one in the group knew what it was, that was it. You just said, I wonder how that's done. And you go, I don't know actually. I don't know either. And that was it. You just kind of said, alright, whatever. Maybe someone like remembered it and then would hear it somewhere and they would repeat it. Maybe they'll go to the library and look it up one day for that they were bored. But nowadays, when we wonder something, we just type into Google straight away. Go, oh, I wonder how that's done. Google. So when you can't do that, when the internet's down and you can't do that, it's the worst feeling because you feel like you're withdrawn. And yeah, I completely understand that with TV shows, movies as well. Movies are so hard these days because oftentimes I don't use I hate using stuff like TikTok. I like to keep my attention span as good as possible. Even I, like, midway through a movie, sometimes I'm like, oh, I really want to check my phone, and it's really bad. Now, thankfully, I don't typically do it when I'm in a cinema. I never do it in a cinema, actually. I leave my phone away, so it's alright. But I know there's so many people in the cinema who pull out their phones midway through because they need to check. They need to check. They need to check. Bro, you're in the middle of a fucking movie in a cinema. Just chill. And they do it. They take out their phone, check something, put it away. Take out their phone, check something. And everyone else around them has to deal with that light. It's so annoying. But it is, again, it's attention span. And we're doing that. Imagine these kids. There's kids growing up now. The Gen Alpha who are going to be hooked on that from day one. They're going to be hooked on that dopamine hit from using their phone constantly and their tablet constantly. It's going to be insane. These people are going to have some real mental health issues when they grow up. And I genuinely think that, plus with the anxiety that a lot of people have nowadays because of the fact they're connected to the internet all the time and they can never get away from it, I think there's a lot of bad stuff gonna happen because of it. I think it's great. I love the technology, but I think that a lot of people really underestimate how bad it's gonna be for our society long term. I mean, maybe that's when the metaverse will be a thing. I think the metaverse is too early. I think it's cringy. I think the name metaverse and all that's cringy, but I do believe that one day that kind of thing will take off more. I think it's because I think Gen Alpha, the ones who are always connected to phones and tablets from birth, I think they'll be the gen that gets into the metaverse more than anyone. I think Gen Z is kind of born too early for it. I think Gen Alpha will be the one that really hooks into the metaverse, into the idea that
first up, you need to take out the head of security to get those access codes. Looks like
to always be connected and all that. Oh, someone left. Oh no, someone alerted the security guard. That's fine. So it'll be interesting. I do feel that it will take off one day, but just not right now. I think it's too early. I think all that. I think that stuff is still just a bit too early. Technology-wise, it's not great. Even though that they've done really good improvements to the VR headsets, they're still not good though. They're still too clunky and too expensive. But I think Gen Alpha will be the ones who grow up in that world of constant stuff. And augmented reality is going to become more of a thing as well. I actually think, and you can quote me on this. You can save this fucking clip and come back to it in 5, 10 years, whatever. I honestly think, remember Google Glass? I think Google Glass is coming back. Maybe not. It won't. Maybe not under Google, but there are going to be people out there designing augmented reality glasses. I think that the applications there are insane. Imagine having a map. Imagine you're walking down the road and you can have a... What is this guy doing? You can have a... you can have the maps up on your screen. Already with Google, actually, on the Pixel and all that, if you go on Google Maps, you can have I think it's called like a live view, and you can have like a friend. If you have a friend like location sharing, you can actually hold your phone up at buildings, and it will show. I believe it shows your friend like through the buildings, like all the way over there, so you can kind of follow it to where your friend is. And that could be something that could work really well with something like Google Glass, where you could have live view where you could see your friend on the other side of town and you could walk towards them. Now, obviously, that could be very bad for privacy reasons, but that could also be very good for applications like that, or when you're going somewhere. Obviously having the assistant there all the time, stuff like that will be increasingly in demand. And we're gonna start. I think a lot of these Gen Alpha kids, they're gonna grow up in a world where they are constantly involved in tech. They're going to have wearables, watches, rings, you know, their phone, obviously, the glasses. They're going to have all this different tech constantly on. They're going to have all this tech constantly on and around them. And they're just going to be involved. They can't get out of it. Where's the other guard? Oh, I hate when the guard doesn't spawn properly. Oh my god, the guard didn't spawn properly. What a stupid ass glitch that is, where it doesn't spawn properly. Bro, spawn! It's happened to me twice now where the second guard doesn't spawn until after you kill the first guard, and it's like, oh well. But yeah, you get what I mean though with it, like it will be a lot more you're going to be a lot more in that digital world. The reality between digital and this is where the metaverse is not going to take. This is where the metaverse has gone wrong. They're trying to create a virtual world that you escape to. That's not what I think the future is. I think the future is a world which is very blended between reality and digital, and very augmented. You know, the idea of augmented reality is way more, in my opinion, where the world will go. I think escaping into a world of just digital is kind of, you know, you're isolated. You're leaving the real world and you're just kind of in another world. It's like, well, what's the point? You might as well just be in the real world. But the idea, these people are real amateurs. The future will be where, yeah, you will combine those two worlds, and you know there won't really be a distinction between your online and we're already seeing that, where now a lot of things that happen in online are take a picture of that too. A lot of stuff happens online. Like back when I was growing up, it was told you would always be told, don't share your name, don't share pictures of yourself, don't share videos. But although videos back then you couldn't really do very easily on the internet, it was not the same like it is now. But you're always told, don't reveal your details online. Don't ever share anything online. You just keep, you know, you are private. And nowadays, everyone exposes themselves. Everyone puts their videos. I mean, you know, Spade, for example, you go on his Instagram, you've got pictures, you've got videos of it. You've got everything. You know, and that's just so normal now. People put their full names and addresses online for the whole world to see. They put their kids on videos publicly all around the world, so that people know people can literally know more about that person than even some of their local friends would, because they can, you know, they know their addresses, they know their kids, they know their wives, they know their routines. People put this shit online all the time, and the idea of being, you know, private is weird now. People, you know, there's a lot of push now to get rid of it, being anonymous online. There's a very big push actually of people trying to stop that now. Where you need to prove who you are. Like, I think Elon Musk, you know, with Twitter, they want to have like verification where you eventually you give your ID and you prove who you are. That's crazy to me. Like, that's really, really crazy to me. So I don't know, like, it's actually insane. But that's just how it is now. And I think that world, a lot of kids these days grow up in a world where they don't realise the difference. I like how Spade's like, who the fuck is that? I like how Spade's like a jealous girlfriend or wife. Like, who the fuck is that contacting you? But yeah, like, kids grow up these days thinking that's normal. Like, putting your information out there and everything about you online from the age of like 7 is normal. And it's going to be a very big problem in the future when all the cringe stuff. Like, I did a lot of cringe stuff when I was younger, and I'm thankful that a lot of it has been deleted. No, please. Like, a lot of that stuff has been deleted and never got saved. But a lot of people, they're gonna look. These kids are gonna have cringe, man. They're gonna have so much cringe all over the internet forever. potentially. And it's quite sad, like it really is. But that's it. Yeah, being the internet is just an extension of yourself now, and that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what I genuinely think. We will continue to see technology and the digital world and the real world slowly, well, probably quite quickly, combine into one, and that'll be that. There won't be a metaverse because the metaverse will just be life. it will be augmented, and I think that's fine with me. I mean, could you imagine cooking, for example? You have your glasses on, you could be cooking, and it could show you what to do. It could show you lift up the, when to take it off the hob, or when to put this in, or when to stir this, or it can do all that stuff for you. I mean, at that point, are you really living? Are you, there's an argument to be made. Are you really a person at that point, or are you just a machine? Because at the moment, we take instructions from things and then we do it, and it's kind of machine-like. But if we're just wearing augmented, glasses all the time and just doing it exactly as it is on that, are we just a machine at that point? We gotta save our era. We do. Nah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I love this. I love this kind of early era of the internet getting big and all that, but it will end. It's gonna end, and it's gonna get more and more crazy as time goes on. It's just it's inevitable, really. It's just that's life. But I will miss it. I already miss the way the internet used to be. I missed it when it was more anonymous, and I don't like a lot of what social media does. So many people do so many stupid things these days because of social media, like breaking bathroom toilets and sinks and stuff just because some idiot did it on TikTok. People are losing the ability to think, on their own, and they need that group think. They need that online hive mind. I mean, at this point, you could argue, yeah, we're becoming more like a hive mind where we all group into the online, and we all mesh into one, and then we're just individual machines of that hive mind. It's kind of crazy to me when you think about that. Like, how many people do stuff purely because some idiot did it on TikTok? They don't think, oh, should I do that? How is it going to affect my career? How is it going to affect my am I going to go to prison? Am I going to have to pay money? No, they just do it. No fact sleep spade. I am part of the fact metaverse now. I mean, I've been using smartwatch. Well, I've not got a smartwatch yet. I've been using a Fitbit, and I feel weird when I don't have it on now. And this is from someone who didn't use a phone, didn't carry a phone on me for years. Now when I go out, I never not carry my Fitbit because it has GPS, it has payments, and like to not have it on me would be weird now. And I'm gonna be getting a Pixel Watch soon because I get it for free with my phone, and that will allow me to do even more stuff like messaging, I can reply to messages with some pre-selected comments on the Fitbit. I can actually type messages on the watch. I can use maps, and I imagine once I get used to that, it's gonna be weird. It will be hard not to have it. And like I said, with the glasses, once you get used to having Google glasses on, I mean, I know when they first came out, they weren't really there yet. When they do the second version, the next gen version, I imagine it will be there, and it will. Once people get used to them, it'll be hard for people to stop. I mean, look how many people have Apple Watches nowadays. Once you get into that, it'll be very hard. Once these glasses take off, people will never go back. People legit do anything now. You watched Black Adam the other day in cinemas. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that is exactly it. That's exactly a good point. Me and Rebecca have had that issue so much recently. So many people have no respect. They don't care. they're in their own little world, their own little bubble, because you go to the cinema, and I've always been brought up to understand you go to the cinema, you're quiet because other people are there. You don't annoy other people. Other people are just wanting to. They've paid money to see something. You stay quiet. And there's all these people now doing stupid things, and some of it is because of like I feel like the clapping. A lot of people clap now in cinema and they cheer when something big happens. And I think a lot of that is because of what happened in America. Like Americans do that a lot, and people see that on social media and they think, oh, that's normal, so they do it. But there's also a lot of people who are so selfish nowadays where they just talk all the time through the entire film. Yeah, legit, multiple people. And people just talk and talk and talk and talk. 2 people dead already. GG. This is not going to go well, I can tell. And people just don't care. People just talk. The whole thing. And they don't care. They really don't. That's a cool picture too, actually. I'm going to keep saving all these pictures. I saved the video so I can clip the best part, just in case anyone's wondering why I saved the video, not the picture. But yeah, so many people just don't care, and they're in their own world. We went to see the Pray for the Devil. It's not the best film around, but it was a fun little horror kind of typical horror film on Halloween. It was fun. It was cool. And in the back there was these bunch of, I don't know, young adults, elder teenagers, and they were just chatting the whole time. And there was all these other people shushing them, and someone left. There was people shushing them the whole time, going shh, and they would just laugh and find it funny, and then they just kept going. And again, just no respect or anything for anyone else, no decency there. Just, oh well, we paid our tickets, so fuck it. If people don't like it, it's their problem. Honestly, it's such a shitty way to do things. Thankfully, when we went to see Black Adam, there was no issues with Black Adam. There was this little kid in the background who said something. I think he said a few things midway through, but like I'm not gonna get angry about a kid. You know what I mean? It's a kid. I'm not gonna get angry that a kid, says something, especially since it was only once. But these are adults. I love how it reset us. It reset us. It said he quit, and then it reset us and made us do it again. I love this game. But yeah, I said I can understand kids if they're being quiet, if they're being, if they make a little bit of noise because they're excited, and fair enough. It's Black Adam, it was a really. Yeah, there was really good pumped up moments with Black Adam. Like, I can understand the kid getting excited. But, yeah, like, people just having full-on conversation. How are you having a conversation? Like, this isn't just people saying, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. These are people fully having conversations. And I just don't get how you have a conversation in the middle of a cinema. And because they can't hear each other, they raise their voices. And they don't think, oh, you know what, that's going to make people around them annoyed. Like, when me and Rebecca are in the cinema, we'll sometimes say, when something big happens, we'll look at each other and go, oh, wow, like, oh, that's cool. Like, we'll do that quickly, and we'll keep it very quiet. And that's about it. And it will maybe happen 3 or 4 times through the film max, and that's only if it's like a really hype film. Usually we don't say anything. From the start to the end, we don't say anything. As soon as the lights turn down and it tells you to turn your phones off, that's it. We pretty much are done. But these people have full-on conversations about and sometimes it's about the film. But then sometimes it's not even about the film. It's just people talking about the most random shit with their friend. But why even go to a film then? If you're not going to pay attention, just watch it at home. Watch a film at home. Go on Netflix. Sit in your house, on your sofa. Watch Netflix. Then you can talk however much you want. You can eat as much as you want. You can talk as much as you want. You can pause the movie and go to the bathroom if you want. Whatever. But these people go cinema just to be arseholes and And I would like to think it's just younger people, but then there was one of the ones we went to. Oh, which film was it that we went to where it had Pray for the Devil had a bunch of people talking, and the one we went to before, there was a lady sitting. We were in the front row, and there was a lady sitting 2 down from us, and with a husband, and they were like maybe 40 years old, and they were talking to each other, and I'm like, bro, why are you talking to each other? You're 40 years old, you know better, you know, like teenagers are going to be assholes. So let's face it, teenagers will be assholes, whatever. Teenagers are teenagers. No offense to any teenagers that are watching. Teenagers are, as a whole, assholes. I was an asshole. I still am. To be fair, I still am. But I was a lot more when I was as a teenager, and I thought that I could do whatever the fuck I wanted. I still was respectful in cinemas and stuff, though. I was always respectful around adults. Like random adults I didn't know, but I was a little shit in school. But, you know, okay, teenagers are assholes. But, let's face it. But adults, 40-year-old adults should know better. 40-year-old adults should know way better when it comes to how you act in a cinema. So, I think it was Halloween. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it was. It wasn't Black Adam. Black Adam, we were on the front, but no one else was there, and like I said, it was quiet. It must have been Halloween. That's the only other one we've seen. Yeah, we've seen, to be fair though, Rebecca, we didn't see Halloween, we didn't see the Halloween Between, we didn't see Halloween Kills. And apparently that one was apparently better. Way better. So, to be fair, we didn't have Halloween Kills to compare to. We only have Halloween 2017. And to be fair, let's be honest. When you compare it, we've watched all the Halloweens. We went through every single Halloween. When you compare it to some of the other Halloweens, and I'm talking about the old OG ones, like Halloween H2O and all that, Halloween Ends was still pretty good when you compare it to those. Like, I wouldn't say it's the best Halloween film, not close. I definitely would have some complaints with it, but I enjoyed it. It was just a chill thing to watch. I do feel as an ending for the trilogy, it was a bit weak. I do feel it was a bit weak. As a generic kind of as a random Halloween film, it would be okay. It's okay, but when you but as an end of a trilogy, I definitely agree it was weak. It definitely could have been better as an end of a trilogy, especially after Kills. From what I've heard, it's very good. But I'm not really picky. You know me. I'm not a picky person. I mean, hell, I like Batman v Superman. I like, you know, I tolerate Suicide Squad, the first one. So, I mean, maybe I'm not the best judge on that, but I'm quite lenient. I'm quite chill when it comes to stuff, so it's fine. Yeah, you know what's funny? I was going to say that the best one is Busta Rhymes. The one where he kicks Michael through a wall. That was the funniest thing I ever saw in a Halloween film. When I saw that, when we were watching that for the first time, like I like H2O as well, because I like LL Cool J in it. But Busta Rhymes, the one with Busta Rhymes was hilarious. Like it's a terrible, horrible horror film, but as a film, as just a bit of fun, it's a great film. It's a great film to just watch when you feel like watching a silly horror film, silly kind of scary film. It's not even scary. It's just funny. But that's great. If you just want to watch a silly Halloween film, the one with Busta Rhymes is pretty hot. Yeah, that's the thing, exactly. I was excited. When we saw you survive, we were so happy. I have a great memory of that film. That film was fantastic, honestly. As just a silly film, top notch. I think that's the problem with a lot of films. Like horror films in general, I feel like if you take them too seriously, they won't be very good. And that's how I'm treating Ends. I'm just kind of treating it as like, it's a bit of fun. Like, yeah, I agree with the whole Corey thing. I definitely feel like I have a feeling I know what they're doing with that. They're setting up another, they're setting up like a sequel series with a new Michael. That's what I have a feeling they're doing with Corey, but
You coming over later?
As a film on its own, I could watch it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Halloween, but I could watch it. But I definitely agree, for an end of a trilogy, you need to do it more. You need to have a stronger one for the end of the trilogy. Because like you go through the trilogy, I know that usually, I don't know, like you need to have a good ending. You know, like I get it. A lot of times endings are hard to do. I mean, look at the original Star Wars trilogy, for example. The best one, everyone says is the best one, Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi was good, but it wasn't the best. But it was still solid enough to be a good ending. And that's what you need to have. You need to have a good ending. It doesn't have to be the best, but it has to be good. And I understand that. Halloween Ends feels like it could have been like a spin-off, or it feels like it could have been maybe where Halloween Kills was instead. Maybe if that was the middle one, and then Halloween Kills was actually Halloween Ends. That could, that would be okay to me. But as an end of a trilogy, you want it to end on a high. And I agree with that. They definitely could have done more with Michael. And it felt like a spin-off. That was my issue with it. I still enjoyed it, but I think it felt more like a spin-off. It felt like it could have been, they could have had a proper ending to the trilogy and then had a spin-off with Corey. But it's whatever. They did what they did, and it's probably going to be the last Halloween film for a while now. Unless if they decide to bring her back when she's like 95 or something. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like that he was getting weaker and older as well. But yeah, they definitely went a bit too much with Corey. If Corey was just kind of there, like he like the thing I had the issue with Corey as well is that his character was very weird. Obviously, for anyone who's not seen it yet, spoilers. I should have said that. The problem with Corey is that he was weird as well with some of the things he did. Yeah, his storyline was too quick, and he didn't reveal, like he should have said more, and I feel like he went very dark very quickly. Like I feel like there was times where he should have redeemed himself before falling back to the darkness. But he, as soon as he got a taste of blood, he kind of went full like, oh yeah, teach me kind of thing, rather than trying to like reveal, oh, maybe I'm being taken over, help me kind of thing. He just went straight. He just kind of went straight for it. Yeah, and exactly, he wasn't in Kills. If he was in Kills and kind of started off in Kills and then kind of disappeared and came back in Ends, it might have made more sense. But they kind of, the way they started the film with like a whole new character they never had before and had that backstory, it was just very weird. And I agree, that start of the film was very odd. I feel like there was two films there, in a way. I feel like there was two films. And that they should, maybe if it was better blended with Kills, and maybe if they set up Corey in the first Halloween. Oh, see, that's what they should have done. They should have set up Corey in the first Halloween film and had him build up over the series. Obviously, the first of the new gen ones. Have him in the first one, and have him slowly build up, and then maybe that's where he, maybe he kind of starts getting into the killing, but he's not fully there yet. And then, but Michael slowly kind of. He gets more and more kind of disillusioned with people and starts connecting more with Michael until eventually he takes over. That would have made more sense. It feels like he was more of an afterthought where they're like, oh, we need to come up with someone new, and they just kind of shoved him in the last film. They kind of didn't think of him before. They didn't even have a plan for him. So that's where my issue is. I don't have an issue with Corey in that sense. I just think, yeah, they rushed him way too much. It feels, what's funny? It feels in a lot of ways like Batman v Superman, where they just did it too quick. I always will say this. Batman v Superman, if they had done 2 films each, 2 Batman films, 2 Superman films, then Batman v Superman, it would have been so much better, because you need that build-up. You need that introduction, you need to know why the characters feel the way they do, and then you need to see the build-up, that lead-up to why they're fighting. Or why this is happening. And they didn't do that with Batman v Superman. They just went straight into it. And I feel the same thing with this, is they kind of went straight into the whole Corey thing without any sort of build-up. It was just some random guy who then finds his way to meet Michael and then somehow connects him with all the characters. It just doesn't feel natural. And that's my issue with it. It felt too forced. But it was still okay. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I will watch it again in the future. It's definitely not the worst Halloween, but I enjoyed it. I'm excited to see kills. Batman, yeah, I honestly like Batman v Superman. I just think, like, that's the thing, I actually really like it. I think it's a really fun movie, well, fun. It's quite a dark movie. I wouldn't say it's fun like that, but I actually really like it. I like the characters, I like how Batfleck looked, I like how he played Batman. I just wish that they had done more with a build-up, and that was my issue with it, and I think that's what a lot of people don't like about it, is that it's too quick, and I agree, it's just, it needed build-up. You need to build it up. You need to build up these things. If you're going to have a story with multiple characters, you need to build it up. You can't just go straight in and say, oh, here's this new character who just gets involved. I mean, maybe you know what? I feel that in terms of Halloween Ends, maybe even then, maybe it would have been better as a TV series. Maybe it would have been better as like a two-parter series, or like a three-parter kind of hour-long series each. Like each one's an hour long, because then it would have that build-up time. But it was too rushed. But best WW Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman, that film, actually. I really like. It's a shame that her latest film wasn't as good. I actually really like the Wonder Woman. I love how she plays her. I love all of them. I love Batfleck. I loved Wonder Woman, and you know what? Spoilers, just in case, you know, if you've not seen Black Adam, just turn off your headset. Take it all off. Spoilers for Black Adam. I am so hyped that a certain someone is back. And for anyone who's seen Black Adam, you'll know. If you stayed to the mid-credit scene, you'll know. Someone is back. Certain someone is back in the role, in a great role. I'm very hyped to see him come back, because I love him. DC tried to do a Marvel franchise in a single film. Yes, agreed, 100%. They tried to catch up to Marvel too quick, and Marvel didn't just go straight into Avengers. That's the problem. Marvel started with, they had a Captain America film, they had an Iron Man. They had two Iron Man films. They had a Captain America film, and they had a Hulk film. The only characters that we weren't introduced to, and a Thor film. Sorry, I forgot about that. The only characters we weren't introduced to were Black Widow. Although she was, no, to be fair, she was in Iron Man 2. So we were introduced to Black Widow. Hawkeye we saw in Thor. Loki we saw in Thor, of course. And we saw Nick Fury in... I think he was in all of them other than Hulk. Although, no, he was in... I think he was in the post-credit scenes for Hulk, though. When he was talking about how there's a radioactive spider around. I think he was in that scene. It was like talking about how there's a radioactive spider. But obviously they ended up, because I think originally the plan was Spider-Man was going to be connected to all that, and like I think Wolverine and all that, the X-Men and all that. Originally, before it was bought by Disney, it was all going to be connected in some form. But then obviously that all fell through, and then they did the whole Spider-Man thing later on. But which they ended up connecting all together anyway, because, you know, they thought, you know, we've had the most amazing time in Marvel where they go and take two Spider-Man characters, two versions of Spider-Man, one from 20 years ago, one from 10 years ago, and they bring them back in a film with the new Spider-Man. I'm still amazed we got that, by the way. Look, No Way Home may not be the most perfect cinema film out there, but the fact that it has all the Spider-Man, all the modern. There was a Spider-Man Japan and a Spider-Man film that was like 1970s. We pretend that doesn't exist. All the modern day, you know, all the proper Spider-Man actors, they brought them in. Amazing. I love that we're bringing Wolverine in. You know, Hugh Jackman into Deadpool. That's going to be in the MCU, bro. We're living amazing times, and apparently there's rumors that Ralph Boner is coming back. You know, Ralph Boner from WandaVision. Apparently there's rumors he's coming back, and some people are saying, you know what they should do in Deadpool? They should do a little joke that when the universe is connected, Quicksilver from the X-Men universe got brought in and something happened to him and he was convinced he was Ralph Boner, and they could do a whole, because you know, Boner jokes would work really well with Deadpool, and they could do a big joke about how Ralph Boner's actually Quicksilver from the X-Men universe, and that he was tricked into believing he was actually just a standard person, but he's actually Quicksilver kind of thing. They could do something like that. I've heard some people say that would be a good idea. I hope so, because I actually really like him as, I would like to see him back, not as Ralph Boner. That was the dumbest joke. I hope they just completely retcon that. I love that we have the fucking Netflix characters coming back. Daredevil, bro. It is... Marvel is one of the... Yeah, honestly, Marvel at the moment is just pure gold. Some things may not hit as well as others, but if you're a Marvel fan, you just have so much good stuff going on right now in the Marvel universe. And then you go on to DC, and I like the individual things that DC do, but the problem with DC is they don't connect it. And I'm hoping with James Gunn at the helm, with the other guy, I'm hoping they will, because that's my issue with DC, is that they have these amazing films with these amazing characters, but they don't connect them properly. Like, Marvel was thinking of everything like, they're thinking like 17D chess. And then DC, they're like, yeah, we're going to make a film and connect it, but we're not going to connect it properly. I mean, for example, with one thing I will say about Black Adam, I wish that it had done more of, is they introduce all these characters, the Justice Society. There's no build-up to the Justice Society. I don't think they're in any of the other films. I don't know. I've not watched. I haven't watched Shazam. I think Shazam's supposed to be connected to Black Adam in some form, but I'm not entirely sure how, because they've not really gone too much detail on it. I guess that'll be in Shazam too. And then they introduce the Justice Society of all these different people that they just kind of don't really go into too much detail with, and they look cool. Like the guy with the cool hawk stuff. I can't remember his name, but he was cool. Like he had a really cool outfit, and I really liked his, I like the actor. And I liked the Atom guy and Cyclone. I liked her. It's a shame that Dr. Fate, well, met his fate, I suppose. But I wish that we would see more of them, and I think it would have been cool to see more of those characters outside. I'm hoping they won't just kind of abandon them now. They kind of just introduced a whole bunch of characters without much backstory, which is something DC does a lot of, sadly. But yeah, Peacemaker. I'm actually quite excited to see Peacemaker. I've not seen it yet, but I have the episodes, so I'm going to be watching it probably in the next few weeks. I'm actually quite excited for it, and I like John Cena, so. And I did like the Suicide Squad film as well. I did like the one that James Gunn did, so I'm excited to see him. He was a bit of a dick in that, though. I'm not gonna lie. I hope he has a little bit more building of character in Peacemaker. I imagine he does. But yeah, I'm hoping that just with DC, they just need to match everything up better. They need to stop trying to catch up to Marvel and just do their own thing. And they need to simplify the fuck out of their... They have the Joker films, which aren't connected to anything to do with the DCEU. They have the Batman films, the new ones, which have got nothing again to do with the DCEU. They even, you know, they're in the Flash film where they're bringing back Michael Keaton, but then Michael Keaton apparently is going to be in it a little bit less now. And Michael Keaton was going to end up being the DCEU Batman for a while until Batgirl took over. But then Batgirl's been completely scrapped after they filmed it. And now Michael Keaton's, like, all his roles have been cut back. Now Ben Affleck might be coming back. I mean, he seems like he's into it, so he might be coming back as... I hope he comes back as the main Batman for the DCEU. I mean, we know what's going on with Superman. We know Henry Cavill, so that's good. That was all over the place for so many years. We weren't sure if Superman was ever going to come back. Bloody hell, what all over the place. That's what they need to do. They need to just get it all sorted out. James Gunn, I have faith. I think James Gunn can do a lot of good stuff. They need a Kevin Feige, and I'm hoping that's what... I'm hoping that's who James Gunn and the other guy will be. I'm hoping they'll be the Kevin Feige of that. universe, and they'll get that stuff sorted. Get a consistent, coherent story with consistent, coherent characters. That's what I want. That's all I want. It's not much to ask. Anyway. Oh, that was fun. Good talk and everything. On everything. It's been good. Black Panther's coming out soon, so I won't talk about Black Panther on stream until after at least a few weeks have gone by, a few weeks or months, and so people can watch it. 'Cause Black Panther, Black Adam, I expect a lot of people probably haven't watched it, so it's whatever. But I know Black Panther, a lot of people are going to want to watch that. Black Panther, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits 1 billion. So I will not talk about Black Panther too much on stream. I'll not spoil it. I'm excited. We probably won't go and see it straight away because I don't want to deal with all the idiots in the cinema, but I'm excited to go see it. But anyway, for now, we're going to end it. Take care, everyone. God bless. Enjoy your nights. Enjoy your days tomorrow. Have a great week. Bye. Oh, and for games, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Maybe we'll figure it out tomorrow. Bye.